he says they were mistreated, naked, treated like animals. But in his prison, no matter how they treated them, naked, beating them up, treated them just like subhumans, he would be in his prison and he would be able to think about life outside his prison and actually enjoy a new life, enjoy himself playing piano, imagine himself attending a concert, imagine himself sitting at a buffet, and he will be happy in the prison just by imagining that. And in that process, he discovered that the last freedom a man has is the freedom to imagine. And that is where that phrase came from, that no matter the prison you find yourself in, nobody can imprison the power of your imagination. And that's a very important thing, because everything we do starts with imagination. That means I am poor, I can imagine myself rich. I am illiterate, I can imagine myself educated. I can imagine myself doing well. I can imagine life beyond a tragedy, life beyond pain. The greatest, the most painful statement you can hear anybody make is when they say, I can't imagine. Have you some people say, I can't imagine being happy again. I can't imagine ever coming out of this situation. I can't imagine ever overcoming this problem. I can't imagine I will ever marry. I can't imagine I will ever. Once you can't imagine it, you have stopped life. Because wherever you are, you should be able to imagine something better than that. You should be able to imagine that. And no matter the difficulty, you should be able to imagine it. It is out of the imagination that you get motivation. And out of the motivation, you take action. The actions may not be big actions. It may be small actions. It may be tiny actions. It may be, maybe you are 30 years old, but you never went to school. But you imagine yourself as a lawyer, as our dear brother said, and you're 30. But once you can imagine, you can take the first step. You can start going to primary school at 30. And of course, it takes you 6 years in primary school. By 36, you finish primary school. You go to JHS, 3 years. 39, you finish JHS. You go to SHS. 42, you finish SHS. You go to university. 46, you go to law school. 2 years after that, 48, you are a lawyer. And it started from 30. Once you can imagine it, there is a path. And no matter the difficulty, you should be able to imagine it. It is out of the imagination that you get motivation. And out of the motivation, you take action. The actions may not be big actions. It may be small actions. It may be tiny actions. It may be, maybe you are 30 years old, but you never went to school. But you imagine yourself as a lawyer, as our dear brother said, and you're 30. But once you can imagine, you can take the first step. You can start going to primary school at 30. And of course, it takes you 6 years in primary school. By 36, you finish primary school. You go to JHS, 3 years. 39, you finish JHS. You go to SHS. 42, you finish SHS. You go to university. 46, you go to law school. 2 years after that, 48, you are a lawyer. And it started from 30. Once you can imagine it, there is a path. There is a path. So, and the steps may be baby steps. It may be tiny steps. It's not a big, giant leap. It's just something small you do at the beginning, and then you keep adding to it. So, the worst thing you can say to yourself is, I can't imagine.
This Pastor Mensa Otabel, General Overseer, the Mother International Central Gospel Church, ICGC, and open 2 and 4. You bet me the what to if you say, but what dream we imagination won't to me, Obia ni wa obetu me there no atu if you say. The Mamina Chima Makwaba, the Dwabo Ase Jumedi so our power 97.9 TVXY at an Friday, Mamina Chima Makwaba, as you not to san. I drive for Manam Kwaso, Yamunya, my so no and right na almost everywhere in the country. Then unam Kwaso na why I should ye. And you know, Emra, a Jumamo, Boko, and Sankofi Boko. Made the Piesie Okrah, Boys Prefect, Chief Tankers Honorable without Constituency, Minimia NK, Obrempon. Equipe me or what I say now, Obrempon Martin. Boko, Friday. Yeah, boy, I want weather, sir. Let me tell you.
Yes, I did. Yeah, then Yanko Pass. Was I dear not saying?
Yes, Pastor Mensa Otaboy, and the motivation I think say, Obia won't any that's war. Obia will free say a catchy. Yes, Pastor Mensa Otabel say and catchy.
What in Papa we, the Ostati KFC no?
Aye,
what in the story, Neda? Ube say, winning. So we
when you and Sana was starting and KFC war. KFC is a global brand.
And near my sign fair Mukrano. Just only now say, Minister Nebia Bridges, yet me will be the Asamonia because I did no better now. Why not? Okay, you more washing the near unity or Fahania Pamon. To the time I know when you knew over 50 or something. I know shall say, or better chicken. No, the Akoko Kentucky
fried chicken.
I can take into a ball pona. Or say, matching them, they be baby.
Or the side,
I don't set it up. And see, Obian will make me the wagging
with imagination.
Imagination.
So we imagine and then more motivation and our movie. And on action also at was where by that's a newspaper for international and for the Boncrat and Muslim and family. My penny John Dramani Mama at the executive instrument. Nyankopon Tuesday a Republic Day, but your holiday no on Tuesday. Ya pushi e de akwa kwose Friday Nyankopon ya adoma no e kan sama e koso no yewura asiedu nkete ansama wo kekan ye de fa ye abato komisa panyin Jean Mensa ho no amanfo start react ho nsem bebiri na e wo ho nsuo so eto enora mea hodo ne MC fo am won kran mo we adwuma because amanfo asisi dan e wo nsuo kwan mu enya asem keto a etie no so no e wo ho a ye bedi ho nkomo eno anso de toye no wo hefa de na asie hefa na flade ye ma yente wonka na bia se ohia moa bia ye ne nadmofo akasa ma wono mo atumi aye wild aba beboa enso ewo ho eti ye live on Facebook Power 979 FM ewo Facebook Power 979 FM uduru ha for adwenkyere ni nyina ebra ewo ho hefa da wo situation be na nsuo no atumi agya ewo ho ma yente wonka TVXY that is on Facebook to adventure by a becken kind nyina enso e dia ma ma me nkoba me nuamba na kwaba omo nyina se awode omo omo scratch omo sasa nso ne de top ama poma checheku
hello
it is saying
nyame adom
the nyame ase the nyame Israel for no ye
omo ewo
great say me nyandi me huni ntia say ama wanya sumdwe kakra se me nyadi me huni pe waso ba yese na na adu akwachewa second fundamentals it is saying
nyame adom me ho ye na so
me ho ye me hu wache o
sa
o se ho na on hwehwe me
na mabe
na ne Friday na be hwehwe me Friday dey so hwehwe me dey say emfa
agenda ne dos
I do so pa yemfa so da kese Masolak Natural Clinic no pay o ma boy say yemfa de obokrata no nsem emfa mre ene fertility issues no ba wontumi nwo eya wo say ya wae bi nso na efiri ukunu nti mo kwa na onu ukunu ko na ya check mu nyina ye de duma mo am ho beto mo be wo ama akwara su e wo mo fie kidney issues no egusu ku amanfo pa na liver problem no su ku amanfo pa enti wa hospital ya catch us say liver no problem about kidney no problem about ya research de eduraba ebo manage amanfo the situation ti bra na beje eduro na say atata ne ade ho beto kama pa na fe eye obi ontumi nda prostate issues no ebibre mo ha mema cancer ta ku omo pa eye prostate cancer nti anope se wutie mi na prostate issues am fa ni agro kra na enya saa waso betumi ahye UTI and afe ennamu yare ni nyina de bawa ye betumi aboa malaria typhoid fever de nketen oba ye laboratory wo ho ya betumi ahwe ama ho ato Solak Natural Clinic Dr. Solomon Apia Kubi KNUST trained biochemist wa ba wo san yare bebre ye wo kokomlemle ye ben Harvard Senior High School no e wo Royal Castle Road Frey 0553932631 0553932631 ba men ko start say newspapers ne de Accra Flatty minim soma ka ho asem there amabo majejego enkrata na emu ne enekura wo
my enchia etifo ne ahwefo nyina ewo yedwumadi so ne braso se de obonkrata mu nsem ne de ba ma memfa krata ye frɛ no eye the Ghanaian Times en share asie Ghanaian Times enim no atwamfo ne de ato ha ye hwa na no ene te nkrase so atini mampani wabepi omo ehene wabepie mu ewo omai Ghana mu no ba ebedru nkran no mampani na pamfo hia ne kama ye no achi no de ne chi asante mantemo eso he popo ya wono so asante memu 247 ya otoso mienu okochia no na afi dwuma so aka ye woso die no wade anim ho ama dwumadi na koso ne no ena opem so ne ne hia na wohwemfoni a watwade ato a kyese aman panimfo yi mu ahemfo yi ena wo modern sato nsaye mu a kyese wo mo echia kama pa e wa asante mantemu a no e wo senso anope ai
dwadata kese pa e wo manhia ai nam so ma asante mantemu so afo Dr. Frank Amwako hene ekopie mu e wo ho a wo no ko gina mampanya na mu e ko kasaye nti enura say na say na amakuma say busy pa Ken Mswati the third oba one na MP4 bibire na bae nti eno so ekoso nti eno mfonyine no yankwa anim
yakwa anim o de obokrata akro ye mu agane mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama ne mfoni so edasie ha na ose ebraso se ye be invest ewo kwan e fa so a ye gini pankwemu enye eye akode no ye bombs ne ade mu nti ose it's time to invest in saving lives not bombs into okade a cheria si nyina se ye de be ye bomb de ye fa mpe kwan ye be fa so ye de beje afoforo enkwa eho ha na Yera se tekpe wono so akire fapema hodo mako nan ase ko ba se ye hyehyɛ ebeboa me yetumi enye sika 4 pillars of revenue generation nti eno so eho asem ewo Ghanaian Times de obokrata ne mu krachi bia ma ne be ma na amu akofa abayo a wadi mfie miensa nti ye kasa de wono so ekoda efiase mfie mako aduonu miensa 23 years ase
3 years
wa ma ne be ma na akofa 3-year-old girl akose akwada no nti so kodem 23 years eho asema no pay so ye minor so kraka ho
ne trikra ye nkokosi ajaja oyoba ko betuma ma ne be 50 23 years sha na ye kanu we o matro mine na obekọ story no no e galamsi ni
o se ne
so mo
se no mo mine from ntino
na no ye friend saying nakok for ba ha no galamsey prone areas to ho na saa enubo ni dwadie na ekoso pa to do wo ofabia
ai omusi omofabia ma omo ahoden mo de ye because adwuma na omusi nsueri ma omo ye no wont me fo ani kan nye se adwuma
se na no report na mo ye no mo kam se omo no ma omo ye adwuma den nti ono no oto no ono ma prescription say we dey offer MIC we so far MIC wono mo kire
enene
onko twiri mo yenko anim
enti Yera Brand Chapon no so enra kopie mu wo yesua pon ni mu university of Media and Communication, Unimark IJ, into Akwa Kasadia for AI. Or say, a brass is a bit developing framework, be a bit about AI Hunkitaudia. Yet the video into Ghanaian Times and open them when you have for phobia or the buy.
Meda say, young concern for from Mominim Kratabe any crowd.
The Daily Post.
Daily Post and no pay was saying.
Or so for the share a year amanone and once and Kayaso, the Tabra Quamfoni at the Hanum. Na near Etoja and say, I'm sure you're my Ghana, US visa once and Kaye. The restrictions be able to yes ninja say additional for magic visa say wo muko suade no
omokwa no maka
we school no so no maka ho
benenam ho baka Ghana ni
etino na nia etodwa ebi eno no ache say aman ahodo bebre ka ho Ghana yenso yeka ehu ebi ache say
some kai
in 60 days no say ya mpɛ ho asɛm anka dia
anye enko to so omomra
wanka
oh
wanka oma
me ema ebi aka na ebe mre ama omo ne se bia wo mo ko school e wo ho na wo mo kra e ho abodin krata na wo kra Ghana abodin krata na de ko ne na mo a obi amfi wo because Ghana for ekwa e mostly no menial jobs in keten but ho no of course ene my work because oh sorry your friend is saying and I do 50 kra obetuma nya bus e de akoba bia opese wokọ adwuma nso wo ho especially omo a wo mota ko nkuru nketenkete mu no bodu adwuma wo ho bebiri obi te ba bi te se ayi konongo na osori no power factory aba ba ye adwuma won kran wo hu se kwan no kora wa systems na work enti ebibire mu hampanyimfo ye wura okuje to abla kwa mu hu se system na work no enu tira amana ba ne santi but so waje obi mu okọ ma ja ban scholarship so mo kwa kusua de makwa kusua de ebi kra wo ho mo ko school no mo nko oh eti ese ye pe ho asemeka ena nenso obe se ye so ya na ye stress US for ehia for ebe de number sa me ka se Donald Trump badia ono no
ocha Trump bogumbe wo ho
wono no on de ono on fa bogenye swan yo na no a Iran for ne ayi for queen nya na akoto bomba kwa kwose o nuclear de Udi unim no the superpower of the world America ono nti obi asemu
yes metwa so ana krata na mu Daily Post mu na committee a wo mo na ehwe roll out no e de ma 24-hour economy nei wo ma copy mu wo Speaker of Parliament officer wo ma ko present document roll out ne document e de ama na nyame ya doma July 2nd and actually say womo eroli 24-hour economy no
July 2 ni ukwada e be 24-hour economy no
and also emu nsem eda enkrata
Gusitano presidential advisor anti wono na 24-hour economy no yedi hu adwuma nyina ahyanensa eti ohwe se ne wo ye adwuma na woni trade ministry no na finance ministry ni ade no wo na beka ba kiri mu na wono mo enso ede sa adwumadi na ba wo mbe start say ye port hoyi on ba be start
eti ba class can say parliament say adwuma na bunkam wo mu nti no mo so be 24-hour economy na say we ye adwuma 8 years na 8 hours na ko break no bi aba 8 hours
yo no obetuma atra ho sa
send your money
no be wie ni de akọ
so we am yensa nje omo so betumi apapa e busa enkodura no pana tre ni nyina atena se
na sa parliament na nkasa kra o ma ya free te say 24-hour economy mo betumi aye o hwe 2020 ye to abawie ya na Akufo-Addo ye ba be so any in omo ye bro 24 hours so gold board act ko da parliament ye no say me kai kwa me ko jano parliament o tren ho anaju 12 me say kwa me na o say your parliament o na me say ayo any among kwan ko I think say well omo so almost shese ni year betumi abanti presidential advisor Gusitano wo de wo now say 24-hour economy policy no kwan be fa so a roll out no almost say initiatives no key ones near roll 24-hour agriculture and 24-hour manufacturing and connect 24-hour and say no supply chain aspire the minimum say mindset and productivity shift and also say you could do home komo na ehwe yenso na ye betumi yenso de ye ho agim na eno so atumi akoyi amaye
na ba ko Ghana adwumayefo a wo mo ele wo mo off ni nyina enei no yes wo masan so a reverse
yeah the omat probation
decision no no so emu nsem wo hanom say na edubu ahen e case no so emu nsem da hanom say court no ahye say July 3rd ena chese ena wo mu ebe wuli say attorney general ebe disclose national security account no emu nsem no ebe disclose ni nyina eno so emu ensem
sɛ ɔka sɛ ensem no bi wɔ hɔ a sɛ wɔkyerɛ mu a national security ho bɛka enti no court no ebebua sɛ okay national security ho nsɛm yɛmba mu ana yɛnka ntom
enti no eno emu nsɛm ɛda hanom sɛ na first deputy speaker of parliament enso emfonyi da
Bernard Ahiafo
wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ supreme court agyeefo a wɔn kɔ vetin ya na anu ya mmarahyɛ bedwam ye gye wɔn atum no wɔse wɔn akyerɛ sɛ adwuma na yɛde ɛma wɔn no wɔn ebetimi ayɛ ni yɛ akyɛ sɛ ɛno nso emu nsɛm ɛda the Daily Post the Dwabo Ase ne mtia no pɛ nsɛm wɔ ni afoforo pii na ɛna edi mu atentwi
okay poma yɛnkɔ
ma me fa the Chronicle the Dwabo Ase me fa ntoa so na Piesie Chronicle mo ba ko ɛwɔ ha yare wo sɛ mo se veteran journalist Ebu Kwansa abɛda adwase papa no wada ne bonkum so na okaya frase ɛna nkraba yɛ sɛ women organizer edema NDC amanyuku no ewo Maria but no what oyirai yes what so to momanjo ho meka se ne ye ho announcement pa ye kasa fidie so besi ne ye hunu no nti ebusua na tro petition e de akwa party no se minim se party adwuma na no koye ne free ho ye hu ne biemu a oma penechi akwan ase wo hu no nti oma tro petition de akoma party ne se wo mmoa wo sa akwan so ho asem ha na anu ye hu mfoni bia na enye nika se enkrofo bi mema mienu abegina Black Star Square no ase ho na se bi be fiba no ohu na ya ahomete sempa na Ghana fo yina ya twere yesi bi na ayi intim fodwo person wo kire say yemfa so bo mo mampani John Dramani Mahama ne ayi Sam George so mo na ye na ne refi se senka ye je samra ne tuma mampani san ya enka se bisa nkura sesem no mo be ye ne nko mo ntumi me ya na eno the Dwabo Ase the Chronicle the Dwabo Ase
sa group no mo a wo mota o mo achi no bebre na wo ska onti tore bia o mo ye bibia o mo mfere ho
na wo ska ye Ghana ha na wo be ye no
na o mo nya Ghana fo
omo ye Ghana fo nimbe
befri
minim yesi omo free South Africa
ne baba be gina Black Star Square ne be
na omo say Ghana flag justice na say oh
na say
freedom and justice na
so mo enjoy freedom
na omo gina ye no say the flag ni gina omo achi no omo twae
that's all my you say ye wo mra wo
so mo kire say aha freedom ha ba ha timi bibia
ansan kra na ye beka say bia eye family values amra no ebeba no kra Ghana ha ya mamra ye wo no enso so sa na ma na so dada ti betuma gira no aso
wan na twa omo ni ka tini pa kra o twa mo foni no onim say Ghana ha ye nye sa
ondo ye na djuma
say photographer na nam omo photographer ni fra
o da bi o ye na djuma
na onim say ho asem ba wo so sa amra no de nke ba ya ka de otwa photo isi wo no say wujinam
oh say a police for person won pursue asem na on betuma pursue if only they want to they will get them they are some American no
Piesie no ho asem e wa ha Brian Champon come no so yedi ndada e na no pe o masan de abanti
ono so na ni abro na ote Dr. Amakoba
panyina di no ye dey
so krom ni
mi nya chinwuni o
na den na say we should disclaimer den say
so mi krom ni
ade
so mfira chem wo so chim okay obi say anti dey o ya chim ni o firi onu mfiri o ya santini
Nana Joa
chiro mo fi asanti
achuma okay achuma dey okay Nana Joa kwachewa okay Nana Joa ede krata di crowd
no paso nya chimni bra I so fi kwawu kwawu
kwawu ni
Mikita the Daily Graphic na ukopie mu birth and death registry hono yes say nkrata short wo hono
nkrata ben sa
minim say dey printed website ne dia ti people shortage aka womo e wo honom na
so some wo
uko ba ku
meko
people wo
oh say no the name so my ato that meko anam koje
anyway government to crack down illicit trafficking networks vice president assures nation eti mame Jane Nana Jane Opoku Ajimai I like the way she addresses herself. My name is Nana Jane.
And I'm said by champion so
well dragged day no and all okay yate sir I see 7-9 year born obey any day
and they discharge
poma
we say that discharge ye
poma acquitted and discharged afraid they move to be akọ Abuja 40 the Obankata Robo 7 ya dey bremo and now pay so e will Dwabo Ase Jumadi no so live on Power 97.9 TVXYZ to be the ho adwenkyere aba e dey te ha ye ka ho nsem oman no esom na ye som no enti won so de a won so waka no na won so waka ne fefefe o Facebook no so wa pe minim da your WhatsApp you know ebe ye dwuma but wa ha de anopay ye beche fridge no last week say your friend is saying food processor na anopay ye che fridge no eti mensa aka no ye na anopay ya se M10 no na fridge no ye de ache fridge no esi ha na esi ha no ye de che ene sa ne be ka oh sa wo de mafandi emra omra omo se ye ncha de ne to fund the atnase anope our day good day Monsembro Friday morning Kojo Fosu the fundy
Piesie Okrah we ni aji
ale na bibribi say
tale ono ati atum saro
maza emre ne ko ma yemfa aye agudi Monsem no emfa emre o na anope e de no moka.
All right, Piesie Okrah ti obi Okrah no sem ransa guru si aboabo no se power morning sports ye hwe ne yetimi enfan som Dwabo Ase Jumadi su na se power 97.9 FM TV XYZ and so o hwe ne kama someone across monedika ne tie ene be kan ama so wetimi atene ne be bewrem onim said the Black Queens of Ghana and Chakra wafko no eno baso se game some boy no aka last match on be bonus so my friendly matches ni na e coach Kim Lash akasa edi afan sanso anonim say e the PRO e the mother Ghana Boxing Authority and also at the second credit chechema badintia Ghana Boxing Authority president no etimi ebe kaso resign or the who sem e the abai be ma e wo show sanso and a transfer window no so ebie kama e nyina be Club World Cup amonone and also ko said there first round no answer group stage ni nyina yetimi abo e teams ben and qualify to the round of 16 a team ben and a ekofie the who sem ma e wo show so so see ade say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and afa justice ebo tila the iron boy ebo mechidom say producers na me matira say and I no pay me some promoting I'm showing the brains himself F to the A and DY Fundy. Mama chef say not me from the Nekwa Piemo or the Ghana Boxing Authority. I just a friend GBA no and Simeba and it's another tire ho and anywhere to draw say I dare say a bunny GJA president say Ghana Boxing Authority GBA president or the about bonting HMC said or resign at the free Ghana Boxing Authority or nine president no a benina F and says some say a coso or the Ghana Boxing Authority no a catch no and I face so a panel Nigeria branch about Ghana hasi ede kutukbo ebe hye so a enoma anko ye fofi anto ata brante no etimi ehwe ne nkwa no o se ne 7 bae no emu adroso ye paisa so no am e tu hu si odi anim ede brante no ko ye said brante no ede na akoko piem o Nigeria yakope ne krabia enso e wo ho no chema sansem no etedamto ene ma no etimi eresen no at the PRO at the ma at the Ghana Boxing Authority upon the at Amim Lamte ono at the second cry that to be cheche we kwayentia ma GGA president and I say GBA president Ghana Boxing Authority papa the at Abraham Kote Nikwe etimi resign you know.
It is true that we have a press release and the decision was taken a couple of days ago, but we're trying to count down to yesterday because it's a very, very important issue. When we look at the issues, look at it from a different perspective, we need to get to the point that the GBA president would have to bow out. Probably people are not really excited with the way he's running the GBA. Probably there are people who are better than him. So he decided to check him out based on personal reason, because when these Nigerian boxer passed away, it was the person who took the responsibility, the mantle, to go through the process, the autopsy. I mean, everything that he did it by himself, and supported by the promoter, Osibo Boxing Management. And then he repatriated the boxer to Nigeria. He was buried successfully. He's back. Just after 2 days, his elder sister also passed away. We buried her last Friday. So you can understand emotionally what Ibrahim Kutenikwe is going through. And as really indicated, the controversy surrounding professional boxing in this country after the death of this boxer is really becoming a very, very sensitive issue that if you are not careful, it may take the steam out of you.
Entiano and Sama at the PRO at the Ghana Boxing Authority GBA at the 2 dry the 7 at the Amayesia the Oko Piemodia a Bano a GBA president Abraham Kote Nikwe he said upon etimi I resign official yɛde 7 at the Emma I was shown then to us so near concern for any kwako PM or the Association of Football na se kono no the Black Queens of Ghana akache ana yɛkɔ onim sɛ ayade se enche kra no omugina ko ano an se 8 days aka na se sia no the WAFCON tournament no Women's Africa Cup of Nations ebekɔ so Morocco no na no so ahyase ansa ɛwɔ hɔ na Black Queens first match no born on the 5th of July yɛde 7 and so Emma was show so ni nyina achi no Morocco some the preparation so kama some the 3 matches and to some ball ni nyina preparation na hwɛ sɛ bɛbɔ na bibia tima konkan the WAFCON ni first match no ni ɛyɛ bɔbɔ kwa na Malawi and a boy Mutimichi Malawi Eshomo 3-1 and after second match no ni Benin and a boy Mutima Benin a bomb a couple and 9 and etimu and so we prima coach Nidin at the Kim last at the second cry to the F gamer ni Benin boys the near GA pass babawaro etimu ball game no come on.
Good game. It's a good win. Great second half. I think we were struggling a little bit in the middle of the first half. The ball is really windy here today, and the ball was a little bit more played in the air than on the ground, and that probably helped the opponent a little bit more. But when we took it down and started to play football, we were absolutely the better team, and we scored 4 goals and had even more chances. So I'm happy the attack starts to look better and better. We have scored 7 goals now in 2 games, so it's good. At the start with there are some new players that actually came in. We didn't start with a full score. We're getting close to that now because of the FIFA window. So of course you want to rotate a little bit because we hope it's going to be a long tournament with many games. So we can't just rely on 11 players. We need to have more players that is ready to play, and we have a good group. So I want to use as many as possible.
Entiano and Sama coach Kim last at the 2 draw at the far winner. I'm winning against Benin. I don't 7 ever. Nyamia Truma. I'm next match. I'm last match. I'm born as friendly match. And Nigeria for Anna Omoni Omo born. Come on. No. Are the second cry to the HM say no disrespect to a Benin and Malawi. The mom a bad Nigeria has said the Nigeria for no a bad African football untimi and Nigeria for influencers. So I'm the best and so African football. Bad the man football now. And to a team of Nigeria for match no more. A very tough match. And I'm also a bomb who said they are ever ready for a WAFCON ever coso Morocco.
With full respect of Malawi and Benin that we have played against, Nigeria is one step up, one of the best teams in Africa, good players on almost every single position, so it's going to be a very, very tough game, but that's also what we need now. Now we have to show that our lowest level is high enough. We know that we can score goals. We know that we have a good defense as well. So it's just going to be fun to match against one of the best teams. And I'm really looking forward to that one. But today I just want to enjoy this victory.
Entiano and smart coach Kim Lash Black Queens for head coach or then Sabatu Jaya Sheri so medin kunim on Nigeria match na so muko PM WAFCON tournament na be beat me kon kan enso ede amoma ede ho sem no ema na Black Queens for camp on no na eba ne se uko PM dia late caller bi etimi ababa wani team Wasima Mohammed no ono efri ebo kwa di the Northern Ladies mu my Ghana mo sia kan the Women's Premier League ni mu Ghana sendrata and so kopie wu se hwe TV so na se mo Facebook no Power 979 no mo se twagu yes ma sendro de ne ka kopie mu enso Black Queens for camp no Morocco ay de ho sem no ma se let call po asaba no abawa ne din ede Wasima Mohammed ono etimi kopie mu ay se let call up wenya ko bo Black Queens for the normal etimi akon kanye enso ede amoma ede ho sem no ma show no so ye free on ne kopie mu sem foforo mu dia onim se yesia no the CAF Confederation CAF on ebeba so no they say CAF also at the same about point unim say no the Confederation of African Football and a so friend CAF or the same about point he say HM say they say about the tournament 2025-2026 season no or the whole list no etima about say roadmap no wetimi e dey about point come and say and say tie unim say about Ghana has say the omo represent Ghana our CAF tournament because which is the Champions League and after the Confederation Cup no Kumasi Asante Kotoko for Confederation Cup and after Bebiani Go Stars almost and represent Ghana and so Champions League CAF Champions League and also because the same 24 chama say ana everyone team accommodate no nyina etimi about registration club registration no nyame ya tuma August 1st to 31st 2025 and a registration no so sanso and a second registration window no September 1st to September 30th and a final registration no October 1st to 31st 2025 and a so first round no primary rounds in say and and first leg is September 19th to 21st and I know so come ya don't sem no and so man a final match no and a final day match no they say no so May 8th to May 24th 2026 and start match no and so so I don't sem no Emma will show us now you free on Kafun says 7 kopie from there only say Ghana has said that player bakwa or this is your boy Emma Bebiani Go Stars etimi jam trophy issue man as two-time champion Abranten and Vincent Atenga no at the second cry at the tuja for this season Ghana Premier League chamber say this season no emu year players na competitive because we share dumre bi na say okopie mu na say ba no goal Bebiani Go Stars Nation FC Heart of Lions and afi Kumasi Santos ko omo and so league table this ho no see the boy Emma Bebiani Go Stars. It means so this is in here. They're competitive.
It won't be easy because there were so many ups and downs, especially when we lost against Karela. But by the course of the day, we were able to achieve the trophy. So I think, in all, I would say it's a good season for us. The penalty aspects, I think that will let me say. It's my best quality when it comes to because when we talk about defending and then other things, there are other players who have the same quality. So I decided to expect myself in penalty. So this season has been good. It has been very competitive because you can see Nations, Go Stars, and then Heart of Lion. You can see that in the later part of the season, the table is very, very hot.
Entiano and some Vincent Atenga editor no Saka cry at the father Ghana ban blasters a call up ayenya no chim say 24 share next and come match chance at least quarter chance cry and from the Ghana Premier League players no sin be beboa e man chinima no mo ba no be hu say obo Ghana Premier League crown na bo so obo ho modin ye dia e dia betimi nya call up the Black Stars ni mu.
It's very good for us. I can suggest if they can give us a quota in the Premier League, like local players, maybe every club they can give us maybe 3 or 4 or 5 players. I think it will also help the next generation. That if I play in the league, automatically, if I do my best, I'll get call up into the national team. So I think it's good. Anytime I see any local player playing the national team, I'm better because I've also played in the national team before. So I think it's very good.
Entiano and some 2-time champion Ghana Premier League winner no Vincent Atenga edit to Jadon Semnon Edi Ama El shows Nenko Piemo El Kumasi Asante Kotok Onuso on IMC member Panitin Edi Nana Apem Krakwesi Ewa Ese Okopiemo El South Africa Isemeba and he said Kumasi as a pre-season match no on the tournament back whoever calls no Toyota Cup and ever coso El South Africa no honorable quality at the Kazan AFC and a Kazan Chiefs no Omunio and ever put Kamakan and Drada and to Equity marketing manager no and only a team marketing and a commercial director about the team at Jessica Montagun and I'm going to share so mutin kama and it be at some lunch here Toyota Cup ever so nyame atuma July 6 and as match and I say and also be so July 26 and as match no eba so e ho nsem no ema e wo show no so across the folk and so echirema ade so mo ko participate e tournament bi e Nigeria no Eco International Cup e no e be so e Nigeria chase from July to 6th July 6th and as match no chase across the folk there on be free as and so me free no e bia on the 7th July and on be free say on the 6th you know omone Kumasi Asantoko and so e match no President Cup or the Accra Sports Stadium e de ho nsem no and so yen for transfer back mienu and sorry so ne nkopie wa no e dia na no se Kumasi Asantoko for chema isi ade ukopie a branch no din Ishmael Ado no omudu bani esini so ye pass omo hwe ni se Ishmael Ado dachi bia no beje pene no be sia kan enso edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko saso ana omo chema branch no din Zakaria Fuseni no from Bekum Chelsea said omo say done deal officially omo timi assign a branch no and so hono e de ho nsem no e wo shows na Uganda striker back home and din Samuel Senyonyo ono so adesa branch no enya link so ba Kumasi Asante Kotoko for chema adesa branch no omra na so memeye omebo trials and son of me for na ukopio Uganda for so monti ase ma branch no ma mebo sa trials na san ye de ho nsem no ma e wo show no so na house of for and so HM said a branch no the Prince Kwabena Owusu a branch no na e wo say omunim say branch no ba house of Kanes and so the team be and so free South Africa HM mu here branch so we say a branch say omunim branch no din komo akoye mendra akra branch no and on be training so we are very confident say a branch no and the Prince Kwabena Owusu abesi akan and so edi amoma e de ho nsem no and so my young common on near for Bakumianu and 2 years reward and SC Piemo or the Club World Cup cost and draw results nibi etimi epm kama ya don't semono and so ma I will show us now Piemo and draw say any city me call your first one on Man City and Juventus and the Premier and Man City as Juventus a car and new Emma Juventus etimu no sanso and our dad Casablanca etnefe Emma ani etine bone kamienu Emma no etimu bako sanso and next match and no course Matino say and call Ahila for etnefe echipachuka Epome kamienu Emma almost antimi antim Adabaka South Betnefe Emma Real Madrid Cocheno Epone kamiensa and also antimi ansim Adabaka said the Okopiemo or the FIFA Club World Cup Kosuna he said the first round and I said group stage no etimi room Saturday ya shall CNS said and the round of 16 and so Asha so come say and it's a team so we qualify Ekopio round of 16 say and I know it's Palmeiras and so etimi qualify group group 1 or no any D kind e ho no tosumi Inter Miami and tosumi no e ho na Ekopio group B na Paris Saint-Germain and huridi kind and afa Ekopio Botafogo and so tosumi no and so e ho no sanso and Ekopio group C na say and also Ekoye Benfica and huri edi kan sanso and Bayern Munich and so etoso mienu group C hono omo qualify International Milan and so group E no ono and huri edi kan and Montenegro for and so and etoso mienu and so hono na Okopiemo group D na say and also Ekoye Flamengo etoso ono edi kan and so na Chelsea and so etoso mienu and so ho na group F no say and I know Ekoye Borussia Dortmund and huri edi kan and Fluminense for etoso mienu honom group J no Manchester City and etoso and huri edi kan and Juventus and so etoso mienu honom na group H no say and Ekoye Real Madrid and huri edi kan and Al Hilal for enso eto so mienu a yɛde ho nsɛm enso that teams way and are qualified to the round of 16 and I mean adwa Saturday ebe sha ase enso ɛhɔ no yɛ hyɛ wa na ɛsɛ ukofia na sa ɛhɔ na teams a ɔmo entimi an qualify ɔmo kofie no say ɛna titie Hilal for Kofi Ani for almost sa Atletico de Madrid, Auckland City for Boca Juniors, Esperance de Tunis, Los Angeles Football, and after Okope Melody Sounders, Pachuca FC Porto, River Plate for Salzburg for and after Sundowns FC, Hussein HD, and after Red Diamonds, and after Wydad Casablanca for Omanyina teams are Omentimi and qualify Omanyina Kofi Adon 7 and so Emma I will show I mean for Bakupe way and to Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, the Santos Alvaro, the CR7 man in Semeba, and it's a contract to news say that's a project sending 2 years contract at the mobile quantity at the Nasa Biono, Sikate me the breakdown on say in the city Okopemria, year Ninano, the whole year under review no, the second Obenya 400 million euros, and I say year Nina, Obetimena at the Senata, so come on, I don't want 7 no I'll break it down. At the back, Bosumi Biasika, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ebechi, on account mu at the end, 33.34 million euros. And Obetimi Ache, Nebanu week in Suda per week, 7.6 million euros per week. And a banner per day, and 1.1 million euros. And a alternate per day, Nebanu per hour, or 46,300 per euros per hour. And I feel so a banner say. Minutes bia obedi club ni bia no 772 euros per minute and per second no a Brighton edge 13 euros per second we no HS Cristiano Ronaldo no and a ban we are seeing na ye ban player or Jessica Kessie Padia Cristiano Ronaldo the Santos Alvaro the CR7 man e de ho sem no and so Emma e wo show so me ne call yemfa adwumadi ni na ensi wase na efe Piesie Okrah enver to aso no for Dwabo Ase adwumadi no enfa my name was so say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and for justice ebotila the boy ebomechidom say producers me metina say and I no pay me den sem no ebromedin am so and the prince himself F to the A and TY Fandi ye twa ho aba ye ba Dwabo Ase adwumadi no to aso amayen
Mese menana no aguru basa abi brabro tibedo imle no na ma prema ye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa edu me bi kra na me ba no ti me de omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre
eno nti na me ka kire o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina e be sisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Medications garlic capsules. Boak mamoja dini paduani mu efusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima ma hona wodin. Ubenya edui bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey wo 050-349-4885. Edui enye mamofra enye ndi fie duonu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medications unni how FDA ajije din kratui atu.
Adolfo Nyechecho bibia eno bibia kwa basun kokra. Abusia yarebe na ehawo yarebe na ya kwankura odi echinchina wunya anuye ende today no we come for Lion Age Clinic Ghana Enfamao ahankwa na abepima de bibigro esaw yare ema wunya sunsun subani bia abusia se yarefo ebepiemu awa Lion Age Clinic Ghana Dr. Biodo amudrasia na hofama sonkokra ana hwe yarefo no ema no botono abusia se uba bepiemu wa haseya yesa Nam yare bi to say syphilis, gonorrhea, candidiasis, diaripo do na nim se a friend of white no. Ye ya papa ni ewo nka wa ha say. Abusia, o ya bema, o kwasine ni ma, o ntimi di mwaduma anye na mo kiafana Lion Clinic sebra no fe bibidro ama wuna na so sebe mama pa se wo so yoba amasa wa no fo wo pe ba wo yebi mo china bre ba be pie mo e wo Lion Clinic Ghana na o ti abofrasu e wo fie
adofo a mo hwe me mo so fu kofinti ebe kakra me yare ana me da ho Madam Fudiba nche me introduce Lion Clinic Ghana man na me tu na mo no me ko ye me mo hwe me omo mo madu ene me ho atom ti wa wo hwe me a the leaders wasa me kan fo Lion Clinic Ghana man so su tu na mo bra na bi na wa yare sa
assalamu alaikum na zo dan ga asibiti ne amma ciwon da na zo da shi na ga an treat na samu sauki bisa duk wanda zai zo musulmi duka yi kokari ya zo nan wannan asibitin ga da zai samu sauki da saukin kuma kuɗi ba wani charge insha Allah da samu sauki.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Minta. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lion Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lion Clinic Ghana. Lion Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
Fitiasia no menene kunu eware wo odro ene asomdwe kwan so ya ware na chi no mene kwachu ba hotel pop pebi say ye besepeyo what a team for so crown na maye bibia wo nyankopon sem ekoba ne san ne kunu antina se
edro botum waje wo eye edek SM bitters
wa eni gia befi we na me de yem bible edek SM bitters timase mama me
sa wa worry mu enije bewie wo paya na sa wumpom agrodie abaye akwana
na ye kamfo edek SM bitters
Mrs. Wa oyem yo nyina monome no okọ one time edek SM bitters where dia sama
hey oba wa fa yefunu ene oba oma ne ba enufu enumbi wo ye bema na wonya 18 na untumi enum FDA agi edwadie nkrato yi
na ede na aya obayi a oda forma so ne yefunu emunumuni
oh Mr. Entry also ya reya titi bi ben fie pi nanso ne yem nyono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
menyi ni se what also tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada also dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture
akom ni nchiremu
also yekura eto yefunu ene ensunumu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa woje wo ho a enyi also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie somehow eye also there compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho abeto
predudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228555 Apefo abatanya woma won mofranofo ene mofra woni mfiedum ye no enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
all satan for FDA age edwadie nkrato yi atom
Power FM 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, Tenase na no pay biom ewo Dwabo Ase Jumedie so live on Power 97.9 FM TVXYZ. Ya mamu nyina kwa ba fei and I will join here ya makwa ba so nkoso kra ba ene fieda edition of Dwabo Ase Jumedie so no NK Obrempon Tenase me so ma Tenase me di Piesie Okrah na me constituent no matese anope nsuo no bebre na eto na Ghana Meteorological Agency de aba ese epono ebeyiri ene eyira kopem be Sunday eti sawutie mi wo su wo la wo Jamestown ayin fabium wo nungwa wo kokoro bite wo teshi wo sakomono anase bia wo temampotem ho ningo prampram ne nimpotem ekwa bebi apone da no yesi nsuo na etoto ni ntine pono ebe rise eti mo amoye fishermen ya amokwa epono so no anka be ya anka enne ochena ne Sunday de anka mo avoid enye sa atodwenchen betuma esi because your friend is a tide no so waves na ebo ho no eso na epono so asan akosoro me begina enim ha sei na me hwepo no me ama hu se epono mostly wo begina ha na wo hwa the way na eya na e wo soro no ene utumo se ebi aba beka ho epono akosoro pa eti fisher folks amowo enkrane ne mpotem I Texas Central region for enyina so ese mo so mo hye saa ensem no enso nti wo busuani bi na oye farefo a ana se oye fisherman mesre mo monfa message we mbra Ghana Meteorological Agency na dia banso na etoto no mo amoko suku fo ne ade ene wa ja obasa so no anko school mpacho so ne nsa na fa ne kofro no ankasa ne school bus na wonko fefe na nso na etoto ye ne de ye mpese ye beti asem bia eti on that note no ya announcement na wi na ye kwa akodi nkomo no na me ka wo se mensa aka no ene ye beti fridge no fridge no ene na ye dema eti star 274 hash u use MTN Vodafone your friend Telecel na adawroma ene ye che fridge no star 274 hash na what choose option 2 power jackpot no hona fridge no men go choose option 1 power jackpot hona fridge no eti u choose power jackpot na ticket ba ku bia ye 10 Ghana cedis no eya mentwa 10 kwa twa be 30 40 50 sa na obetuma di fridge no the more na wu twa no na o chances no so e kosoro se obetumi di fridge no nso to na ene nsuo bia ayenwunu ochena wi abo a obehu se uhia eye chilled water anom eti fridge no esi ha anope me import 10 no na me de che star 274 hash to send ehun no TV no so no Telecel users ne MTN users pe na mo betumi atwa bi NL characters platform no so na ye wa no pay ye boss a game into constituents emfa ho any baby a wo fridge no unya di na oti ene amote kra the fridge no ebe ma no na onso wonsa kan fridge no as far as ye hu se wo number no na adi no ye draw no na se wo number no beto so pa obenya message se wo na wadi ye be frew ye frew na woni nkran a ye de fridge no ebe ma no anya hwe Ghana Post kra wo wo mo e de bebrew eti no anope wonso fa ho ka draw no ho na wonso twa bi den star 274 hash star 274 hash wo momo kakra wo phone no so a na obowie na send a edo be ko ba bi bo power FM ewo option 1 and power jackpot na option 2 nti choose option 2 no power jackpot take it back on 10 Ghana cedis trebi na so bra be ka ho na onso be di fridge no anopay eti eno so ehwo asem no obrempo akwaba
mejo so minia
matise nurse for no bon training say wono mo pese wono mo ne aban kita wudi a wo mu di na no abra wo mo call strike no nsem no ansi poyie eti ati say kramaya onyawa obeka no wan fa ba bo wan say wo na wakaw na eno so e de asema ba eti wo mo nsema wo mo ka no eno ne ne he
piesie allowances na sabedi e mi say o ma yiyi bi wo mo de ama aban ni say anke no aban ni momodi na onisi mom clothing allowance then allowance be for say 5 bi na o maka bom say nka aban ni momodi ya na oni e no so mom for the meantime na nka o mo nhwe ekwan ye dan ni de be ye enti me no ka say o ma up to July say July end the new edu na say aban emfa sa o allowance singu kwan mu de a on besen akwatena fie kum nipa on besen atena fie kum nipa said de nansi o motena fie kum nipa bebre no Piesie 1 me sha se
nipa sei
na se nipa bewu
ende eden ya
ntu nurse fo akwatena fie na nipa wu anyom no meku om me pese me nka na sa no mo hunu de on pese o mo ye ne biem me ba me sha se fie aban ne ho now me chopa no e hyase fi the health ministry health ministry no so ya ban no a
yeah
ade ese na fata nurses no so condition so of service your more demand no
exactly.
was some for more man na minimum say oman no budget a ye beye ana ye de chekere oman no enti se ye budget wie na se ye twe ka foforo bia de betumu a na ban ni hunu ba bia obefa say sika na free na piesie ode adi sa adwumadie no me ba cho de meka na wote ase enti se omagia atum sa nhye ya nurses fo ya kan aban na gia atum a wo mo ni o mo international no mo so okay the next budget bia ye be ready wo man Ghana mu ha no ye de mo allowances ye be den e be shem na sa threat no piesie asuntwa e bi say the enti abri bia me very sensitive e wo nurses yi hu asem say ye nipa nkwa and oman bia nipa ewo mu no ye ndwene wo mo nkwa ho ansa na ye bibia no enye oman bia wo se obia pepe say obewu amoman no eti ye ntimi ntina ho hwe bio say midwives nkono mo nkotena fie because of this condition of service ni bio nurses for nkono mo nkotena fie because of this condition of service ni bio na nipa nhwere wo mo nkwa eye ni da ho apemfo a na enyemo a wo mo ahwere wo mo ma ana wo mo nkwa wo be ko midwives nurses nkotena fie you have no idea ye ntimi hwe mensi bio we dey omabomode ama time Eddie atum up to July ending.
Okay.
Ya fe ni be June.
All right. Wo man kasa nsem no I think say wo no mo panyin oda o man no akasa.
Yes.
Eddie afasa nsem no ho an say yetumi hwe. Enti ma yentie eye perpetual. Ne nsem ana wo ka. Eddie fa wo mo ne aban nkonwesi a wo mu siye no. Eniema ese aban ye mo ne niema wo no mo so de to aban esere so say okay. Yensem ni na this is how we want you to go about it.
Yes.
My yetie perpetual briefly. Yetie na no ebe bie nkomonum ama yetumi hu how but then to say na wo sre aban say aban intervene fast na no de it is another but my yetie wono mo panyina oda anese for na no.
Due to this development, the National Council of the Association at its meeting held on 25th June 2025 deliberated extensively on the content of the letter and wishes to state as follows. 1. The strike was suspended in good faith, and we expect nothing less than a reciprocity of same. The rescheduling of the meeting, in our view, is in bad faith, since it may further delay the implementation of the agreed items. We have, however, decided to give the committee the benefit of hindsight and still trust that their engagement with the Ministries of Health and Finance will be productive. Number 2, we demand the implementation of the 4 agreed items not later than July 2025. This is non-negotiable, and we shall advise ourselves if any attempt is made to further delay the implementation. 3. With the other items, we wish to reiterate our position that we are amenable to their implementation no later than January 2026. 4. We demand that these timelines are clearly captured and signed off at the 10th July 2025 meeting to avoid any ambiguity in the implementation schedule.
Eti wei panyin a wono eda anese for enkabom kuo no ano conference perpetual
Oforian Pofo
wono ena what say wo kana sem no nti they say ano aban wo ma akere say aban enye bibi mom implementation no wo mo chem say endru 2nd July say wo mo ti bibi
10th
July mo
no ka bi say na onim message perpetual Oforian Pofo enye NDC ama ban mu a anka ma me nim so ye effective sa won na adwuma oye ho say president the man midwives
Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives
Association. A very effective papa. NDC abayimu.
If you're research in
Nakano. It is Sabre or Yen 2023. Nurses no more person Muntwana Mombi Seno. One no ye penny or denim no nam no on nam TV soon radio soon or patch out. Oh, yani abino say no oka na o defend it. Because so no na kuno a constituency chairman or English man from the man.
Minim constituency
English man from Bright Ofori Ampof. Perpetual for example.
I am in person.
Yebeko.
That be.
Maybe Piesie.
And next first before.
I understand you, but the perpetual for example for you know. Etina buying who etwemu said the war year non-negotiable. Yen transfer crime only yen she be no. A friend one who saw yen a Germany year na. Said the me cano. Me die a swan out there. Me person me who say. Ochina. A Ministry of Health be babontin na wabeka say nurses okay
I can't do ni how onema mpanyi
atukwan nti omo ba sempani for omo betimi ahwe but e wo so mba na afi omo timi ye ne mayi enti no womo enye ne mayi na omo meet omo demand no but the way as say perpetual why you very effective why you active na what patchere say wo ye president ma Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association na kan bese me hu saade ne bi e wo bra na dankwa kufa ne alaji ba me so that is where I am coming from. I don't have any problem with the nurses. I support them say omo be demand good condition of service e dia mom ho say they will be biara so hia bi no but this time around omo yiri mu akakra omo pese omo kotena fie na nipa hwere ne nkwa no me enke obrempo me ne omo nya dwene ne wo chena ka ho if there are any other means on betimi adele with the government omonye but so omo so omo just strike bi akokot na fie dia Piesie ya nchim omo kra ni eno so
no but there is a government to work on whatever that they are demanding.
Yes,
it is a government no anya and when no anya obi no kuma
you hwe me submission as ya me di kan tackle health ministry ho me di kan catch that aban no say eye ade ese fata wom nye no mo fem omo di kan pick 4 items. Okay, a kwan ben ye befa so aye even though ye budget no ye mfa nhemu ye time ben e be chase na yetim di aye adwuma sit them down and talk to them moment ase because the very next time one e be ba ne say wo mu nipa ho a mo yare e wo the various hospitals no makwakwatena fie because of condition of service am my intino nurses ni mfa nche bi mu ha because nipa e hwere ne nkwa se nurse kwatena fie a if sesanete na abani nim se ne bi se fato omo so a onye mfa ma omo but me enye option ma nurses no so mu beja ye nuanom ye maame ye nanfofo egu hospital akwatena fie because se omo sika bi mai eno de meti asem omo enye ye efi se sika no abere bi ebetimi de amount na se nipa na hwere ne nkwan
aban tua kra so etwem kra still
yetimi de ma
obe backdate
otimi backdate nurses musika eto de bi yetimi kamua ye se allowance ni aka bo mu 1 ye de amamo enti no mo ye den ya sika no eye mo ye betimi de aba so far as aban na giatum so be ye de amamo enti no eni se wugina no so se ema ye enti no me kwakwatena fie
alright
obi wu
eti ya be hwe na ya parliament na ya kwakwhwe health committee parliamentary select committee on health no ya ne mo be kwakwatwetwe nkomo na ya hwe se ne wo mo kasi ye ne enti a nurse for no bon training but we labor issues ena say ye corner ye kope adwenkyere wo ho Owura Abraham Kumsin Secretary General the Ghana Federation of Labour wono nso adwumayfo bebe national say kwan be so na e fa so negotiate with government on these issues. So Owura Abraham Kumsin otemenka ya ma chema akwa aba de Dwabo Ase dwumadie so Power 97.9 and TV XYZ so great. Na anope say your friend wa anese for na say ma wo mo home so bio my press conference bon trene e de kire aban that shows clearly say aban ni omo konkonwasie no implementation of one more conditions of services na one more eka no akwa to say as aban no asa atwi na ni kakra biom issue say you handle the same.
Oh them ma me de ono MPP politics no ogusa o ye no me kiri ni ejuma ye yake yene Mrs. Banga no ye president of Ghana Registered Nurses Association no of your koi obisu by Mrs. Dwabo Ase. We have worked with them. You don't lead your members the way this woman is doing. He is doing partisan politics. And I can say, or represent MPP. You see, Galamsey, Piesie Okrah, we met at the QC hall there. We resolved to embark on some industrial action. Mami, sorry, they said, no way. How many? This woman. One penny. That is how come the Galamsey fight, it's really. So I'm surprised that this woman is behaving the way he is behaving. And to me, what I would say is that this government must also strategize and see how this, because I know, say, since the next is over about 4 or 5, I mean, next is, midwives, now. Well, and so they will have to, make sure that these people who are representing MPP interests are handled. You see, for me, Mother, what this woman is doing, the woman is not doing any traditional politics. She's doing MPP politics. But it doesn't make sense. But you go on strike, remember, you activate this strike action, then you leave and go to Guinea was a whole baby. Trinidad was a Tobago whole baby. Whilst people were dying here in this country, people were dying, and you went there. You went away to go and collect some award. You see, this people, they are not doing traditional politics. It's not traditional politics that is doing. They have done this work since 1981. Yeah, traditional politics. That's the way she's doing, the matter. This woman, only that this government must also be serious. Because they are also, in a way, encouraging this kind of behavior. Why? They should seek advice and know how to handle these people. This woman is not representing the members. He's not. He's doing politics. He's doing NDP politics. That's what I can say about it. If this party, if this government will sit down and look up
so when the nurse for no etwetwe nkomo a asem ma kwa wono mota aka ne se eye sa condition of service na wono ma ka ho asem no ade a da wono ma koma so yi a wono ma di etira ache eti se Nana Akufo-Addo aban ejitu mu se obey implement a ese aban we nso no obae no se wafaka ene emfaso ewo aban mu nyina nti enka ese aban no implement
aban by how many years mo agreement mu sign kra ayende what I engaged some of them also they couldn't implement this policy because the fashion the new unions now who are formed within their section went to court to challenge the mandate of this woman and her group. So they could not have gone ahead to sign that agreement without involving the other groups. And what happened? The other group, they won the case. So that means that even the woman herself doesn't understand the work that is doing. Because if you are in the majority, the law says you must consult the minority group within your sector. She didn't do it. And they went ahead to sign that agreement. And the other group took them to court. And they won. You see, all I'm saying is that I don't know how to describe it. They don't know, they don't understand the dynamics of trade union organization. Only they just this is an area that I can use to project myself or to seek my selfish interest. Oh, matter. It is for this government to sit up. Because what is it? Look, yesterday I was monitoring. The Minister for Health is in Brazil. The President himself is there.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they are doing, they are even talking about vaccines. And they are misbehaving. So but
why do you call that misbehavior? Because
look,
are they not entitled to those things that they are demanding?
They must be fair. See, if you are representing your members, look, sometimes I engage some of their members, and they are not happy. I've spoken to a lot of them that they don't know what this woman is looking for. Everybody knows that this year, everybody is suffering. If you look at about 12 or 13 essential services, the law covers that. None of these groups can tell you that they are okay. Electricity, water, a lot of them. I don't have the document. Like I will pour out the names of the other groups now. They also belong to the essential services. They're also not okay. They have challenges.
One of the issues at that board that is nurse near our boasa amount for yaye. So also a jubamu or ye jubana na se drew maybe na se ne ho emfana or hospital na ye san jinisika. Ni na ka near mani bia one more e de ato abaye ni ma wo mo hwe.
8 years now. They didn't realize that they have this challenge.
So many about it na se ka ho asem during that time no.
Yes, president. Abaye afen wo yenya system. It doesn't make sense. I mean, if you have sat there, idle by, you didn't care for 8 years, the people were suffering. All these challenges were there. One country, Afghanistan, system. No, why? It's only in Ghana that we tolerate this government. Will tolerate. That's why some countries have a problem.
Ken in Swati, the third.
I'm telling you, Papa, you can't do this in there. You can't do this in there. You are be arrested and confined somewhere. Whether he's practicing this kind of training or whatever that is. We are lucky that we have a government that is tolerant. Even Nigeria. Look at what is happening in Kenya. Our democracy is afraid that classical a concept into what they buy. And this government must also sit up because they want to make this government unpopular. With the strong period that they took power, they want to destroy them. It is a plan. They don't know. These people, look, me, but we will meet you one-on-one, then we'll discuss it.
Eti sese ano aban ni mom na won tra se na won san ni omo enhia biom ente sa.
No, enhia they say they are not refusing. Government is not refusing. Never time I listened to the chairman of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. He has friends. Even their own man, this Dr. Ovene, the MPP, also a ranking member.
Doctor, and now you were free.
On the can I say, time, unfortunately, the president himself, the finance minister is in China, the health minister is also in Brazil. They are all not in town. And one side would say, well, that on the 10th July. I mean, how long is this thing going to take? I mean, what agenda? He has an agenda. He has an agenda because why do you do that? Why do you do that? You want to let people die? You should go on strike. You should go on strike. There was no need for her to have organized a press conference or whatever to issue that statement. If they have told me, okay, we have because of these reasons, they are scheduled a date, on the 10th July. What is it? Is he saying that the president is in Ghana hiding somewhere? Is he saying that the health minister is in this country and hiding somewhere? Finance minister is around. What kind of behavior is this? My meaning here, because look, the way this woman frustrated our action against this, open forum. This guy was very, said, no way there won't be any loss of action to push government to stop this guarantee. And I wish I can meet her at any forum.
Obaji my emphasis I think what you were making some clear pa ya say ne mra wunya edema anope o Dwabo Ase dwumedie so Opanyin Abraham Kum say Secretary General edema Ghana Federation of Labour GFL and I would say ye no kasa no say asamna kwa bibi oho Dr. Mark Kate Nawani chairman of Parliamentary Select Committee on Health. One also akasa de afasa ansem we ho mayetie ni briefly na memra back to Obrempon ho later ye ne MCA for Ladadi Kotopon ebe twetwe nkomo ene lafo wo monsensem no ye be ko na yakwa ko boawure mu na yakwa ko hwe se ne ho nsem sitensuo to ye se yira fa amanfo na sanitation ho nsensem eno so tesen ye be bo ho but mayetie Dr. Maknawani briefly na ye nto aso.
The demands of the nurses have been converted into monetary terms. And there's a need for a preliminary meeting between the Ministry of Health, the Health Committee, and the Ministry of Finance to discuss the outcome of the analysis. However, the Minister of Health and the Minister of Finance, they are unavoidably absent from the jurisdiction. The committee therefore thought it prudent to inform the Nurses Association of the above development. I want to use this opportunity to reassure the nurses that the Health Committee, their own committee, and for that matter, Parliament, will continue to advocate for them. We are their representatives, and we represent them. We also represent the patients and all other citizens of Ghana. We will continue to work in our collective interests. I want to thank the Nurses Association for their understanding and cooperation. The next meeting has been rescheduled to the 10th of July 2025.
We are Dr. Kate Nawani Market Nawani chairman deba health committee no ewa parliament Obrempon eti we aban no enye na dwe se we yinini aban no bibi
yes
and so they aboa so omo pese omo boa na wo mo emiti at a point na enema but one thing stands tall and say
yes
aban no am budget sa enema no ewo budget a ye ready no
yes.
Okay, that is a fact.
Yes.
Ena ye kwenimi finance minister Dr. Kesela to Forsen ebe ready a supplementary budget or whatever they call it on friends media budget review in August. Be a capture. Se abayne ka se omon twen kopim sa time na adenti omon tumi twen.
One would the enti na make sure say omo deserve bi biara omo deserve as condition of service. But a kwine ben na maame na odi anim no registered nurses no kwame no ofa so na fe wo dey address these issues e ji said the oye na ama Mr. Kumsin eka se maame no wa agenda or agenda
okay
because this time around the wo peer pressure gum na o gina ban ne course no pa kire say said the binim aye o madwene say omo the pressure be gu aban no so na abribia wo manwu say wo mu pusu aban no e bi na maame yiyi because mobile back him in some penny for the money in come internet to boss ye nhihye na de mo pe bia mo nsaka enti se eyo no ne kuma mu no pe se wo pe se wo momoden na ne ma nye basa won go so
all right eti ye be kwa homa ne so biom na ya sa akotwetwe nkomo nurse for asem ya ye kan ya yi best 18 hours ago or probably 19-20 hours ago Kumase Accra kwan no so ka enya kwansia ma nipa bebire ewuye ewo Kumase Accra kwan so endi 24 hours eti ye fa say a nurse for cause strike say ya accident no say a why na ekwa kwaji obi nkwa that is ade nurse for no so mon trans na mon dwen ho because mon so mo strike say mo beboa na sa kwansia ye esi bebrebe yi ena former MP for Kumbungu Ras Mubarak actual open letter they akoma transport minister say niam bebre atia because na say accident e kum nipa every last year sabre bepem sabre nipa over 1,000 ewu ka kwansianti akwakoye epidemic a watcho krata wa petition parliament Speaker of Parliament any the relevant authorities say one munye bibi and fan or homane so Rasmubaya, good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi aboko there.
Yamiadom, Yahoya.
Great. Yada sesano pay a fro when ya bre any twetwen komo. Eno amekan open letter no what they kwa koma transport minister no makan na mekan ye no statistics are why just emrekuma bi mo ni nipa wono manya kwahia wu no asefem obi papa obi yire obi kunu obi ba me kwaba na wa mama mbedru ya kwan nye eyade a nyina yenim na minister wo petition no transport minister den na wonye pote
Meda situation member etifo ache the chene say ya kwan a ewo Ghana ya highways no anchor highways here yenim na highways are supposed to facilitate the movement of people. Unfortunately, highways no abaye highways of tears, abaye highways that are death traps. And ya Accra Kumasi Nkwa, or Accra Cape Coast, or Kumasi Kintampo to Tamale.
Yeah.
All over the place. You know. Now what is happening, they say, it is a major crisis. Because afe bakumu so man for bako it drew 2000 from road accidents according to Rule 64 97% of road accidents are a human error. It is a nipa almost more than 2000 on your roads in 1 year. That's all count. Now,
exactly.
You remember COVID-19?
Yeah.
I don't know whether you know that the statistics of COVID-related deaths. By 2022, from 2020, every 2022 are covered by COVID nipa within Ghana, 1,410. According to Johns Hopkins University, omo data mo omo dia beto abonte.
Eno ana yina na ye dwane a ye ho lockdown ni.
Ye shahu nose mask na police for bro amount for monche nose mask ni ade ade. In 2005. But ya ho keka. She bambo for ahon keka. She ahemfo dia omodi omo eji mo. She aban sika ye say no on COVID-19 prevention. Bebia ye say asori them Miscellaneous airport bebia obia tin hu ginem. Adentina yentimi mfasa ahomkeka no and siasie with respect to road accidents. Because to dona drivers no they are overspeeding. Bebezo ha o ma bre ebiso ha o ma fa ade so man no monsan na say o ma the blue say dey o say tramadol o say dey o. And so what I'm asking the minister to do, they say immediate and drastic measures. Now say a minister called Rwanda. Miria, who call Rwanda? All public vehicles, to say VIP buses, trotro nomne, daily taxi, Uber. All public vehicles have GPS tracking system in the car. And then a GPS in the area. I no driver for no car owners, but yema mo APS aka no nya banka. O ma yema say obi bia o use commercial vehicle. Install the device in your car. And then a device no. Device no never say on the transport owners or more companies no so.
Yeah.
It gives the managers an opportunity to monitor in real time. One move car now open. The person can monitor and see the speed you are going. It also gives the police an opportunity to monitor in real time. And remember, say we are car now some one bus, there are now two buses. GPS. So, we driver a move from Accra to Kumasi and now Kumasi to Accra. O speed here, you could see it on your phone. And in Shishaya, not just in Rwanda, in Uganda. And I say I was in Singapore. it is installed in every vehicle. Because a driver for normal imagine say almost one. And then a lot of it also passengers. The drivers slow it down, passengers cry nation could pass on
pentem
at the expense of your life. And she nipa e kunkumomo e be a student to say na say they see mami ama one of the women who were interviewed the ba our friend say oba no they spend a few days with her we are our university akola na intimate fee. Imagine the disruption, imagine the heartbreak of oba time what oba Makodu University. I will say, oh, NTBA, nipa, you know, somebody better in society, or no bit my health in retirement. No way I could see. A be a my four, a be a breadwinners, a be a mamma four, or move a mama, a be a kola. Why are we doing this? Why can't we treat this as a national emergency? Now, into us here. A bit of dualization. Dualization, But I can also tell you, say, I've seen countries that they have single roads, but their accident levels is 0, next to 0. Go to Norway, Minia. And I used to live in Norway. Single lanes and buses, cars, do one single lane, and you don't see this kind of madness on the roads. And let me commend you. This should have been the first thing that I should have done. Say, as NBC, now one man of prominent, now at least one friend discuss it. We want relevant authorities, including Parliament, to enter normal legislation, normal mandate car owner to make sure say, they have GPS systems installed in their vehicle. Not a driver for or more violating these regulations. Secondly, Ministry of Roads, Minia. Signage need to play essential. The brave signposts, I mean, the do have a blockade, so you don't even see, you know, speed limits, etc. Almost at least equine, but with the maintenance of the road, it's a air priority. Because quite is you better have no quite enough for say that you know it gets destroyed completely. And then yasun de minia. Over here na a sorry poster. They got a signpost. Over here na campaign poster. I mean Kroben so like indiscipline in other places why sorry the poster I got tally signpost no. You research to car Bambe Joe. Next time, because of a poster, a time poster, as a mad driver for acquire, you would do it.
Clearly, it shows that somebody is not doing his or her job because, say, your sign poster and no speed limit near there, say, your speed ramp or a zebra crossing near there. Now, Obi at the political party at their quarter, so now you to me say, Chardia, Obi and Yen Juma ye, and why I said there. Say wobe ensure say signpost all the time no so you clean visible e dey man a driver for
the thing say o chichil kuro amemia entina yenyina ye tunu man say o man ye dia ye nara ya sase enye ba ko for dia enti say bambo for kura enhu a who say signpost bia is placed in a district. Signpost be a man issue. Into one or more within that district, and your master there, the citizen. Because accidents in the issue area, you can imagine the implications. If you cannot say, God forbid, on call the bomb. It is everybody's responsibility. Sorry, I say public education. Say signpost here, convention near there. The ceremony for signpost and kata. Mobile for poster and kata signpost. Politicians, or when you're from the info, public education. I mean, the country has failed.
What was the cancer made the answer? Side human so power.
No, but if we don't do it, we would continue losing precious lives. And you'll be on a seven, always a car between the plane ticket there, if you are crying,
exactly.
Anna, because of the economic conditions, so. And then I buy a gas or a kitiki from Accra to Kumasi, minimum 7 years, because of the economic conditions. And these are the solutions. In the morning, we are, you know, a honor time event in Mia and I we are Kata signpost. We are the district. They should be up and doing. They should be up and doing in their respective districts. I am for they should do their best, and all of us, including the media.
Okay,
including Parliament.
Yeah, it's media. Yeah, Diana. Yeah, no say accident this year. You reported National Road Safety Commission and as a authority the one more what starts about you can't want some our so there and away no. It is a CA anyone ya a dear and away because when I watch your open letter a champion for drink is so because member of parliament they are no or tomorrow or sometimes we save until say be obi able to me be nan be some mistake no to me I cannot it is a be another one my dream mass so obey their pote at their phone.
Well, crap, I'm a court to Parliament, a court to the relevant committees of Transport Committee of Parliament. Now, you know, as I said, I commend you. I've seen that the media has taken it up. You know, the stories online, many of the, you know, the major media outlets. But in the morning, the police also have a role to play. Because police, before any area checks. Yeah. In every district and every municipal assembly. At least on that stretch, Accra Kumasi, Accra Takrade, the Kakahwa accident rate is higher. Yeah. There should be more police officers on the road.
More police officers?
Now police officers on the road.
Okay.
Now, you're strong. Without doing the right thing. The right things have to be done.
But that's the way you can Rasbo Baraka police force Kajiji there. You can obibe to men who now a drown. Now I check you. Oh, BBA be so we are not all frustrated you because one to BB. And so Yabesha Naka be some bidie Eddie free enough. What they are former Babachema background meanwhile so can now load dear mouth to Mose. Bidie bibe to me diregu akose accident or kwanso timbaka etumi load out to Mose timba ye gu kai isui ase ade na ehu ahomanete anhwe anipa bebrebe na so ombefa police for checkpoints nyina e de abankan eti asem we de say kan enso omomfa.
You're absolutely right, and it's very, very frustrating. And you're overloading me at the common tools say, oh, reflector can say, we're not in the rural. I mean, that driver should be arrested immediately. So, who use your friends they can't see who need the necessary tools to indicate say when an accident. I drive a lot, you know, to Accra, Kumasi, sometimes to Tamale.
Yeah.
You see these things all the time on the roads. So with respect to police for bribe this meaning there are solutions. We've got to go digital. Police for are buying 18 more quota. And then systems have to be put in place in a way that makes sure that the technology is there. And I don't see why we have to take forever to be able to do these things to save.
Mm-hmm.
For all you know, maybe we in school as Penny Movie, as Dr. B, and now MPB, and now Bibisa. And he's just lost his life like that. And a moon colank to get your moon, a moon, a moon, a money or mukunumu. It's a serious national crisis. And Mestre Abain, Mestre Chief of Staff, I've copied it, Chief of Staff as well. Mestre Abain said, at least, with respect to the fight against COVID-19. If you dedicated even 30% of the campaign, of the resources, of the public education, of the involvement of everybody in the fight against COVID, yeah, the 30% Ishima, I can tell you, sir, in this 2025, December, accident rates will reduce drastically.
Okay, Sesia na watumi atwa koma parliament ne mpanyufo a wono mo eka ho no yebetumi de asi na echiri yebesan aba won chen na yebisa se bia wono matumi ama feedback bia ne anamo ahodo awutu because ma say police for die wom and ma say speaker of parliament so die wom transport committee in parliament transport minister wo nyina die wom.
That's right.
Okay.
DVL so yes. Yeah. I mean we should have systems in place. We are driving now, of course, accident cry, you kill points like you go to some other countries.
Yeah.
It's point based.
Yeah.
You take your license if you with them cry, and you can never drive. Into a place like the US, the UK, people are extremely careful with driving because okay, no amount of points. Okay, now speeding, the amount of points and next week the amount of points. A thousand points are your Joe license. And the Joe license, you can't sit behind the car. Mushunka, Nakofa Casa, we need to be able to implement a point-based system, and that's the best job of the DVLA, so that points can be taken from drivers who are reckless, and eventually their licenses seized. Over I know this is a car, the next day. No. Even prosecution. The court, judiciary, at least let's have a fast-track system of punishing drivers whose recklessness leads to these kinds of accidents.
Okay. Ras Mubarak, my info and commonisia, we will be having various discussions on it. It's a National Road Safety Authority for the woman. Going forward. That's a pan and Mrawunya Edma and Anope, Dwabo Ase Jumedi. So Ras Mubarak, former member of parliament for Kumbungu, Abaton Peswa so wono, and I'll say Yanene Chichen Komono. What Trokrata their common parliament say accident no I do so do because just in less than 24 hours, car the nya kweshia wo emo Kumasi kwan so. Accra ni Kumasi so the your friend say the two most busiest cities are ewo kroma Accra and Kumasi. Nti car koba die ni de ekosa na obi se me kwa abo na wa ma medru. Just imagine a breadwinner for a family. Me kwa Accra ba na wa ma medru ne ma na wo agya omo ho na fe kolabra boy basa. Enkawa you won't even understand. But me kase na se accident account na ofie ana ye kan oba bi ewu through accident o papa bi ewu through accident you betumi ahu and it could be you in the next few minutes oba sa cross kwai na obi abo it could be you it ya kan say ya say nyina yetumi e de adwen ekoso ti be sure say ye transport minister e betumi aye bibia de afa na fe road signs no so no bebre na bu a yenkosi biom ni ade eno no say district assembly for adwuma and de say na me wo MC ba kwen wa ha say Alfredo Snianyete Ladadi Kotopon municipal chief executive wono enso e wo fidwe mu ha say tie ho na ye start a conversation ne kra free wono mu role a wo mu play to curb road carnage e wo wono mu areas ahodo because ade a ehu hia obetuma ka say o drive carefully but na no na me hwe video bi obi drive kama but obi ye overtaking na ye de ball no ono so de be boss aka no meanwhile na o drive carefully nti obi betuma akwa e de aba besew owura Alfredo Snianyete Ladadi Kotopon MC mpacho ben mike na mamena yen start e monkomo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Bibi aboko Great. And congratulations for say Mampenyi and nominate you na ya to me a confirm o na fi what start ebo adwuma. It is good say manya we hapa because we area ho meta di agro ho pa na issues kakra nso e ho ba ma yen starting from free road accident so Nesi wa highways na ya yete na ya report ba beti yesi car bo obi ayi overtaking no so ja kwa kwahwe obi mo highways ni bi na mo constituencies any ade road signs ayede posters etetare so oba ye wahu bi we area ho amanfo ye bi bebre obi kura to me the billboard ekosi road sign nanim ade na wo ye ade afa ho
yo me da say Pacho Bibi, good morning first.
Yeah, good morning.
Our viewers and listeners.
All right.
My tree is not enough.
Until they'll can out their frafra.
Sure. All right. So, I've seen what you are talking about. Together with the Urban Roads Department, we started taking action on all those billboards and posters that are blocking signages on the road signs and all.
The action and I'm taking.
And to remove them first of all, and then get the roads properly marked with the where there are zebra crossings, etc. And also where there are no U-turns, not supposed to be U-turns. Also, we are trying to implement all those. We are getting our sanitation, our metro guards, our city guards to be manning some of these roads. Yes, we have some already.
Okay, be Mike na mama ye pa. Enye say bia asem we aba ye kan na wo kasa mo ye but ye time a ba office na no one who sa problem no am tackle that area ho but sanity it's road signs road markings mo sika da ho mo de yesa
so I saw the budget and it wasn't anything that was too difficult to do, so as one who likes to get the work done, we started working on it already. So we're already getting the road markings done currently, yes.
Okay. And who ye billboards are free ho? Billboard will be advertising school, will be advertising the shop and all that kwakusiwo. Na mese guase. Mu ye free okay, no punishment. And so people will also get the strength to come and do the same thing.
So we engage some of the owners of this. Some of them we don't know the owners. But we know the owners of some of these signages and billboards. So we have a structure. Those who put up these billboards and stuff. So they are helping us to get some of these things, get rid of some of these things on the roads.
There were bylaws for that. Bylaws necessary because bylaws say what? So will be a form bylaw now. There should be a punishment.
Yes, but we want to make the punishment the last straw. We want to engage more with the people involved. Currently, so far, nobody has reneged on it. So we haven't gotten to the extreme yet.
No, but someone punish a man for him funny serious because we be who can send me and I'm the billboard akwakusi because so unam kwaso na oba ejuma baby work careful so na say be a junction o pese utisi main road but be the billboards at CC anti who anim and somebody can just crash into you. It is our case engagement. There have been so many philosophers or markers, human beings, no, we have the tendency to commit crime. Boneya de. 81 try ba.
Okay.
So
we have removed those that
number one
traffic. Yes, we have done that, and we are currently having the road markings at the various parts of the road where the markings were supposed to be but have vanished. So we are working on all those. We haven't gotten to the extreme of punishing them because everybody has complied. So far we don't have any problem with it.
Okay. It's a engagement and a driver for because this street be a lorry terminals be breed now or driver for be or reckless or so more plans be some a certain campaign to educate the drivers on how to drive safely or rules no so.
And after I started work, I have mapped out meetings with some stakeholders, including the drivers.
Okay.
So fortunately I've not met them yet. I'll meet them on Wednesday after the holiday. So we'll discuss all these issues and ensure that they keep our roads safe for us by complying with all the road regulations.
Okay. Another bit on the road safety issues, because you know all the time. the Mahama Road, a constituency, right?
Yes, you are right.
It's part of your district. I didn't see that street lights now. John Mahama Kwano so monye. The last time I counted non-functioning street lights, me kai makoma 54.
Yes, I got the information. TVS wise, as soon as I heard it on, I heard the information that
initially it was around 86.
Yes, so the fault with the lighting on the streets was technical. We had issues of some people stealing the cables, cutting them, etc.
A soldier for zone no.
Oh yes,
a man for could steal cables.
That's how crazy it was. So fortunately, we got in touch with the contractor. And then he started work on it.
Contractor now or existing contractor on the assembly no contract that I
Yes, so one who already works on the street lights. I think he's mentioned here already. Prefos. Yes. So he came to restore some parts of it. Even as at today is Friday, so as at Tuesday or so.
Tuesday me homo.
Yes, they're working. Yes, so we can attest to it. So we are working on it. I think in the shortest possible time because they have to replace some of the cables and then join some as well. I've been there myself, so I know what I'm talking about. So I'm not sure it will take too long. You can attest to the fact that the parts towards the roundabout, Mahama roundabout, which Mahama is already on. The other parts towards Chado roundabout came on and went off again. So they are fixing that one as well. So by beginning of next week, I'm sure that the whole stretch will be lighted up.
Are you treating that one as an urgent issue?
Top priority. It's a security zone for us, so it's a top priority for us.
Because that's where the president passes all the time.
Yes, we are aware. That's why we are treating it as top priority for our president.
It's because
you can always get to me on phone. I can come on air. As you also use the road, you would see that the work has been done.
Timelines.
By Wednesday next week, I'm sure you hear from me.
Wednesday next week.
Sure.
So Wednesday
Right.
Honorable Alfredos ni anyete and what in can ono municipal chief executive for La Dadi Kotopon. Mami hu boundaries no ewo eho na yenhwe se problems ahodo ni bia meba sanitation too na waka no nso kakra ma yenhwe boundary no ewo hefa.
So the boundary of the municipality starts from, so let me start from
Bema Camp.
Bema Camp is already in the middle.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
So let me start from the police headquarters, the Akwaje interchange.
Okay.
So when you're standing, face your right hand facing the Liberation Road towards 37. So that's where we start from.
That's where the boundary is.
Yes, through to Accra Mall.
Accra Mall.
Yes, there's a certain gutter just after the mall.
Okay.
Yes. So that gutter comes straight towards the Papaya on the Spintex Road.
Okay.
So it covers part of Palace Mall, that area.
Okay. So the motorway is not part of your constituency?
No, only a small part of it is part of the constituency.
And also small.
No worry, to be tackled. We believe that the Ministry of Energy has also assured us, so we believe it to be done.
Okay. More research Ghana. Yes. Okay, so go ahead.
So it comes straight into parts of Teshin. So we have boundary issues there. Some are using the core bridge, the core river.
Okay.
So through the Bush Road. So if you are facing the beach road, okay, all the parts to your right is part of the yes. So the Lister, where the Lister Hospital used to be, all the parts to your right is part of the Dekoto.
Okay, until back to Eponano.
Yeah, so Eponano from the Goa filling station at Laboma Junction, all the parts to right
inside. Okay.
Is the
okay. It's a trade fair crowd or
yes, trade fair.
Okay, in the Chado side area.
Yes, cantonment, airport. Yes. All
what's a rich neighborhood though?
With his own challenges.
Challenge being pan the war. My any sanitation and fan 20 then major challenge area.
So we mentioned some of the roads. Yes, we have
Agblizan or
no. Agblizan is in Lejokoku.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Besides the sanitation, we have a few security issues.
Security.
Yes.
Okay.
For some of these areas, especially Chado.
Okay.
So we are planning to have a permanent police station there.
Theft cases at Akwaso say.
Yes, theft.
Say be I hold me sumuntina mojeja man for.
It's not about the summness, but It's because we don't have a police post around the place, so people just go into people's homes, still, and then they are free. But we're tackling that as well.
And the police station Eba Chado area.
Chado, yes.
Yeah.
Chado area.
Mama started a musi and I said, baby.
We are currently scouting for a location.
Oh, okay.
Yes, but it's on the plans, so we'll make sure it happens within the next 18 months.
Yes, man, penya mamo KPIs, any KPAs, and you know, so kase or person ye BBA, there should be a timeline. May I not pay no, so that we can hold you responsible whenever there is an issue.
Oh, the KPIs, as we all know, sanitation is number one, and health issues as well. But so sanitation, I don't know if I can start. So sanitation, we intend to. We already have some waste disposal companies, waste management companies in the municipality. We are supposed to have a meeting with them today, but because of this interview, I don't know whether it will still come off. I'll speak with my director about it, but at the earliest.
Okay.
So we'll discuss with the assembly members as well. We want to have 1 or 2 for each electoral area. So even in electoral areas, you're going to zone them. So for an area like South La, maybe one South La, and I don't know if you know Kaja.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
So that's South La. That's South La Estates, and then Akwaje.
Okay.
So the area around the Kingdom Books, the Nyaniba, all that part is Akwaje electoral area. So we'll meet the companies and see their capacity to take care of those areas in terms of sanitation.
All right. And money Zoom Lion I didn't commode their fast sanitation one because we all know say Zoom Lion what the capacity what they ever tackle waste near there because Chroma your waste management companies are woman is something and Zoom Lion even though you see and sign straight jacket contract and for man but money or more engaging.
Yeah, so at the local level I had a meeting with them on Monday or Tuesday this week.
Okay.
And they want to come on board as usual because right now we have the authority to engage them. So I told them our challenges. They were assured that the things of the past are in the past, so they'll do better this time around. I know they have the capacity. We all know. Yeah. So, like I said, if we meet all the companies, we'll see their capacity and see which area to assign to them.
Okay. So there's the likelihood that Zoom Lion will come on board as far as Ladadi Kutupon waste management is concerned.
Yeah. So looking at our area, we will look at everybody's capacity.
We'll
look at everybody's capacity and see which area to assign to them. So I can't say now unless we have the discussion.
So it means say mobile to me any waste management companies more than one.
Oh yes.
Assign.
Exactly.
Just one company.
No, it's not likely because of one company. We want to be able to hold the companies to account.
All right.
Yes, because I'm going to have besides the companies, I'm going to have sanitation guys on the ground. I'm going to have supervisors. I'm going to have monitoring and supervision teams. So it goes to that layer. We'll make sure that when they work on the ground, collect the refuse, our sanitation guys will ensure that everybody else in the area has disposed of the refuse properly. And to ensure that that is done, the monitoring team also go around the various areas and make sure that what they are reporting is true. Okay.
Member guards, so but Zoom Lion company no you say issues are now for Ghana for in general. Awareness sika yedima sweepers no esha. Etina omo free say company no ACC omo. Well, it is a concern ehoho because obi to man sorry how much me prana bosome money 250 and even with that no kra over to ma atwen 8 months 10 months na wonya ntua neka. That is unfair. Eti se oni Zoom Lion ebeko contractor number one sweepers no e energy amount. What are you fighting for?
Okay, so you are fighting for, as we all know, the compensation they were giving earlier. We know there were issues with it. So we have to discuss and ensure that they are giving a proper compensation.
No, want to discuss it.
No. So that was just a periphery of the discussion. But you want to have detailed discussion with them regarding that. That's if they are still interested. Otherwise, another company can come and show interest. But if it is what they are the same people coming, then those previous issues will be tackled, so that we know the people who are going to do the sweeping of the streets are properly taken care of. Because there are people, and we have to ensure that our people are properly taken care of in terms of remuneration.
Okay, it's proper. Self-mobile taking care of them properly. No, in your estimation, what do you think? Say a year amount you be to me the amount more allowances and no bed.
I can't sit here and say I should assess.
No, but a public issue say wamoji 250 or something. It's not even up to 300, right?
Yes.
It's wo no nka unya ya anka ye ma mo be sen.
Oh, I don't want to stick my neck out. Even the claims we have at assembly currently, they are paid more than 250. They are paid about 600 or 800 thereabouts.
Assembly for there no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Zoom line on our workers ho contract ya expire government and renew no straight jacket no. People are concerned say and sure job losses ebeba. And as you said that they are your people no. Ye be den mo database wo ho say bia money waste management company bi share mo besa aropi omunyina in so that there won't be job losses.
Yeah, so our municipal environmental health have the information of the employees of Zubla who did the work previously.
Okay.
So I'm sure they'll be the first people to contact if they are still interested in the work before we engage other people to come on board.
Okay. So yeah, share copim time ben say mo betume negotiations about waste management one sense.
By second week in July we should be done.
Okay.
Yes.
My memory guards now walk on no we have over the years who's guards yes some for initially in the 70s in the 80s that time no some ba obi ayam hyehye no but today some ne ba oba ya boss na obi apiska kakra de amano corruption na by system no how sure are you say sanitation guards because we are used to saying so to na akwa so ball and nyina de akwa kogu gatem then when so moving along the coast who say baller will be crowd to me sorry na akohwe baller agu kwan ho guards no wo ma mo de KPI say ebia ye mpese ye behu say ebia at the end of July ye behu say ye nama baller gu gatemu amanfo toto nema basa edien emra na wahye de ato amom.
So it's not really about emra, it's about the training we are going to give them and then how you're going to enforce it. So like I said, we're going to have monitoring team in all the various electoral areas like I said earlier. So they will ensure that the report whenever we contact the sanitation guys and they say, oh, this area is clean, then we get to the monitoring team to confirm the information that we are getting from the grounds. Besides other people who can also go and verify that the information is right. That's what we do. So we ensure that on a daily basis, every area is clean because we want to be the cleanest in Greater Accra in Ghana. Okay.
Yate, any other issue opesa okan ho asem na yeva enkomonisi?
We want to thank the President, His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama. He's done marvelous, and we believe so much in his research agenda. That's what we're implementing on the grounds. So we, the groundsmen, will ensure that his research agenda becomes a very huge success. And for us, the younger ones who have been given appointments, we want to excel so that it will open the door and pave way for other young people to aim higher and also get into some of these positions. So we, on behalf of the youth wing of the NDC, the Dekotopon and Greater Accra, we express our deepest appreciation to the President for honor done us.
All right, Mate, yada say emrepemo nam kra obetuma to afa ha na yatuma have a discussion. So we will come around to
I want to greet all my people in the municipality and the constituency like the Kotopon and Nime, Name, Cheme, Nyamime, Nyefenya de Omani, and I wish all a restful weekend and we'll meet somewhere in the municipality.
All right, Mate. Honorable Alfredos ni anyete na otenen kano Municipal Chief Executive de ma la Dadi Kotopon Assembly no and I would say no airborne common no we'll be having such discussions na yatuma hwe se ne be Accra senior ese Accra etumi need no e betumi aye need sa na yakoye nim messages no na ba na mo say sound no low but me sure say technical officers no aye ho adwuma masisia say aye clear but me de wadwen kira ba ewo dwumadie no eso Dwabo Ase dwumadie so Power 97.9 FM na TVXYZ so Health Alert Clinic aye free screening Yankopon ya on the 1st of July 2025 Yankopon ya doma eye benade ya eti bebia will be a diabetes ya be screening for diabetes, cholesterol, high blood pressure, ulcer, erectile dysfunction, hypertension, gonorrhea, candida, syphilis, menstrual disorders and afe ya be free OPD card and so at the amount labs and so why ya be any massage nyina any medication sɛ woba na sɛ yɛhwɛ na sɛ oyare a ɛno de aduro no de obeto but sɛ yɛ fi wa hwɛ sɛ ne honam asitia ne den de yɛ free nti hyɛ ne nso health alert aso yɛ bia ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nkran ha bia no yɛ free screening no wɔ on Tuesday ɛyɛ 1st July 2025 eti hyɛ ne nso Madina ɛna ɔwɔ ɛne ne potem na pɛsɛ ɔka free screening no ha ɔbɛkɔ Madina yɛ ne post office no ɛne din hwɛ ne mo First Atlantic Bank na chi wa pɛ ɛna ɔbɛhu yɛ Asama no official town yɛ ne Queens Hotel no ɛne din hwɛ ne mo obetumi afrɛ 0244833057 ɛna Kaswa yɛ ne MTN office no ɛne di nhwɛ ne mo Pokuase for yɛwɔ Goil Filling Station na chi wa pɛ nti ɛhɔ ɛnso na obetumi aba na wɔn so aba be free screening no Health Alert Clinic there wɔn no ɛyɛ adwuma pa yɛ ma yɛn gyina we so na yɛn kɔ nkɔfa aboafo nkrato mmra tew yɛ ba nkɔmɔ twetwe na bebre na ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna ni wadi biase MP ne betena se ɛne na bɔ nkɔmɔ yɛ ba sisi a
Kase True Word Pharmaceutical Company Limited mama Indian company kese a yaso ye no ewo India na yenuro no ebi wo wiase afa na nyina nyame nchadom ebi abedu Ghana ama FDA for aye nhwehwemu edi afa yenuro ni nyina ho agye atomu se yenuro no eye papa ebo adwumanti no Ghana for emfansa wo mo ho yare enu aye de abadwaman so no edoso na eye India hahama ene yakeka bom edi aye ahabandura ebo adwuma True Word Pharmaceutical Company nkwana yemfa edrum baako ensa yare mienu yeno ni nyina no yedi edrum baako bia esa yare baako mama wato nru wano mache enso still yare no enko ebra so se obeso Indian for enru ahwe ubi a wota enum Indian for dro bia no wonye ne ho achinje na woti se ye kasafa Indian for enru ho a ubi na sum na woti ni wontie ni keke na obi tu anamo apedro ni bi ede asane ho yare yadura edikan ya ene yebe kasafa ho True Word Vision Capsules True Word Vision Capsules mama aduro ni din edi True Word Vision Capsules eye eni ho adwuma nko a enu no edoso odwaman so ntimi pacho ukọ pharmacy drugstore herbal shop ana baby ayeton eduro na aye akai na fa True Word no so uka Vision Capsules nko a Vision Capsules ne doso anhwa ne yanyi Indian fu aduro ma ne yakoyi aduro fufuro ene de amawo enti aye akai se eye True Word Vision Capsules me pacho wako hospital na doctor akacho se wonya glaucoma ana pressure ba wani no so a pressure eba wani kusua no so a me pacho ekose intini kese bia ye friend optic nerve ekonati wani ediba wadwum edumboa ema hunade se ehun tochima ema se ne usi hunade no eba fom enkakran no wontu anamo a eba bedrum pempensuo bi untimi hunade kra wani no eba bifra me pacho bomodin na hwehwe True Word Vision Capsules echi akwan uyo obi a wani eso tayo hene opesa eye kokko na epru wo ho no wani no eso ayo wisi uhwe ade a uhunu yie obi wo ho ade ben na wohwe uhunu ewo akiri nso wohwe uhunu ena ebi mpo de ade sa wohunu ade kra na esumaduru no uyo obi a wo sa oha we nyina eduro ba akopa mekanfo ama India fu adura ebo adwuma ye frɛ True Word Vision Capsules me pacho obi a etesi woni so ni broni ka ne cataract etene esi ani kosua no so a eboye nka yenti no aya na ififi ketekete wontu anamo na nkakra etene ekata woni kosua lens no so a automatically ne etie ni se untimi hunade biem emane nyiyi entina se ntwen ema woni ne emfira esense nipadua na kanea nyankopon edema yen ye ni kosua se woni no ehun tochima ne wontu anamo a obeba be ye burden ato abusua anase society no so hwehwe edura ye frɛ True Word Vision Capsules eni baabi a wohwe yen free ana wutie yen free bia no ye no ya to apete Ghana fana baabi a enti baabi a wo bia no onse betimi aka aduro ni bi na ye kasa ni nyina no won se ye di True Word Vision Capsules ato TV no so me pacho fa o mobile phone no twa ana se hwene so se ne ebe na okwa yemfa achenchena enkodan asokwa na yebeyi edupa no ede amawo mepacho eduro ba ko a mesia kasa fa ho eye true word yedo ye friend joint forties no eye adwuma ewu ye nompem ene yaposo enye painkiller na mom ni akofa yiya no ede aba unompem ene waposo no ekosiesi eyi ni nyina edifri honum mepacho ukutudwa ho no emututu ojo ho a enje untimi nante so bomodin ase obehwehwe joint forties echi akwan obi ahunam tutuo sasabro wo so wo chiri kasei waposo nyina eyo ya uye adwumadin ti enu anwumre no na waye hudwo mepacho unya joint forties a India for ahama ene yakeka bom ede aye ahabandu ya ebebo na ayi sa ohaw ni nyina ede afri honum obi a usisi etayo ya etweba oto ase ebisi una ase ne yeka ne sciatica ebi ewo so a eduba kwa ebebo wo eye joint forties eno ene da we screen no so no bomodian na fa o phone lutwa se ne beye na okọ baabi a yeton aduru na yebeyi edupa no ede amawo afa yewo aduru a ye friend nerve alive no esiesi intinimu eyare enti obi a wonya intinimu yare Ghana for nipa dodo na ewu intinimu yare na nso ensunsunso na wo muhunu no aya na emone nka esise bi intinimu yare na wonya intinimu yare a ema waposo nyina eye ohujo ema nante ho etimi ye wodin intinimu yare kro ye obi wo ho a na ninsem afo ninemu afo enti wo nante na wo hyempabo akra na yese empaboa no ero no unya intinimu yare a ema onsa ye otititi unan ye otititi enti obi wo ho a wose anansi achemenan mepacho unya intinimu yare hyene nsoma me intinimu yare kro ye ema obi wo ho na wo nante a ubo nse ayese pin anase panie bi ewo unamu unsunsunso we nyina ebo nka yese wonya intinimu yare emema dodo na wo monya enamu mreye no eye intinimu yare esense emema ye bema no dompe bi anim eye intini nko a intini unya intinimu yare a etimi mo ye mre ewo keteso osa ohawo nyina bomodin ase obehwehwe nerve alive na eno ene besiesiu eyi intinimu yare ni nyina edi efri honum afima menkasa mfa emadru a ye freni Ladyford we oba na sabim prediasa ensufin bi gu we oba na enka ewo wohimfio we oba na omensis emaye omensis ne eba wote iyaw we oba na sabi bosomi bia kusua woto no ovulation period no eba na kusua no ahodin enuma entumi ma wo mfafuru enyinsen enwo entino we oba na onyinsen na aseya bomodian se obehwehwe Ladyford echi akwan Ladyford no esiesie ema mo beye obesima enti we oba na utie me wohwe me enano paya bomodian na hwehwe two word for yedra ye freni Ladyford na fasisi oho afi me papa no mo hwe ye na mutie me ene anopai ye wo me 40s wo ho a eye ememadu tatahwe me 40s no me pacho enye yanum adure bia wo konom na de ye adwuma ne ochene wanya bia no ma wontimi na oyere ana oba enhyiemu dedi wedi ekusiesie oyi adwuma ewo obemanum ni akofechimato edi aba obemanum a ahodi enimu ntimi mu adwuma ebekọ kusiesie ni nyina am wotimi abo adwuma sane ese na efata me pacho esan so ema blood muja epompeko obemanum enti so obemanu afo ye ketekete kra ema ahodi abamu no na emu esen ya yitu sane ebeye obetimi abo adwuma ewo keteso abribia me pacho yekoyeni ma memfa in telephone numbers no entudwa ema obefre 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 0558 724 302 and 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 059 558 2628 mama ebia na ebrenti yentumi amo yare no so bomodin na fa ye number no na fa ye mo hwe ye ewo TV no so no eda o screen no so no bomodin na fa ye na nananam se oton yare a na unya no aduru ebia na o yare no eye prostate yɛwɔ prostate aduro tatahwe wɔ hɔ a ɛbɛboa wo afei ebi a na oyare no ɛyɛ stroke ɛyɛ diabetes ɛyɛ hypertension ne nyinaa yɛwɔ munro ɛwɔ hɔ nom a wofrɛ na wo ne yɛn ɛdi nkɔmmɔ a yɛbɛbɔ mmɔden no yɛma wo nsa aka indiafoɔ duro no bi na wode atu oyare ase.
It's official. The superpower of the airwaves is here. Power. 97.9 FM. But you know go get nowhere. Okay, you have where to my banga. She thought he said, "Oh, what fair one like you make them big oh." She mene olaje. Hey. So your eye open, but you no blind. When rain fall, sun go shine. Boy, never ever undermine.
Never paid attention to this bars line. Anyway, nice. Shatawale. I see them confused. Malik Basitali Adam for Shatawale. Out the Shaxi Ava. Me say Shaxi no mama yan supporting Shaxi no ye. Both drivers, younger drivers, ni Uber drivers, they be more complaining and our percentage na brofono etimono. Munina munjai na munko yusu Shaxi asa. Ghana for a pesado do and pay young Kasaya Niema is not fair. When you are complaining now, say offer rider now you're 25% of the amount now you're charging more complaining 60 20 Ghana pay for 12 hours. And no cross a one fire will be on charge. Lamo to an abrofu chinchimonsa. Ade. Anyway, God was the job of the same Munina Kwaba. Let's talk educational consult. Kwenya de maye mana omadi 6 months, 6 years no. Say wa momra sukumo, omra mesua de na de den say let's talk educational consult. Ti adisua se ene ade kira se. Eti kwa fa so kira de ene kwan ankola fa so sua de no. Superb. Eti anope utie me wa temane ne importem wo was a common no was Pentex, wo was Laboni, Cantonment, Labadi, Nungwa, Peshi, Krowo. Munina monfa mano embra let's talk educational consult na ye use Montessori for curriculum payan kolai fa so sua de fekeke enti for bana bra se sie ya no pe ya was Saturday school so wa wo bia wo ko ba bi wo ba no nya obi nhwe no fa ne bra ya be hwe na ma kama pa yesua entrepreneurs public speaking as akwa bi wo wa ogina ni pemo ntumen kasa ya be kira akwa no kwan fa so kasa tembia wo na ma confidence. No be okasa se onim ne oka akwara de owo confidence obi apewasem fa ne koden tete no kama pa Teshinungwa estate na ewo Mango Street no so wa pe so oba ne bra say Madam Time Bomb that was 0249-069-821 wo fram penyefo bejo so eno achi ton wo ho no yegusu ebo ho dewuro se ene XYZ for say ye pemwasem eti ye de ton ho na ba business bia wo ye bia no obetumi afren ye beba na ya ba betwa na afi ya ba bebo TV so de akira mansan se ne be obi anso bon se won so antemansa wakofa na ma fra bruchira ba ana se bra kwa me won so ton ne ma we wo de ane se obefren yen ye beji ukume bi 0533-825870 0533-825870 wofra XYZ ton ho no so betumi aba be ka ho be Haxa Mr Haxa capsules say eduro papa ba ekumo ulcer your friend no ulcer tamfo ajay Haxa capsules and pay us and until did na ye mu dwa wo did na ejina bo show acid reflux adaroma kope Haxa Mr ne Haxa capsules ne be obo say atro ho ulcer tamfo eduro na efe pan no mo so nya ya FDA the stamp team so say onoma ulcer na be ko emfa oni mfie dudu adie e wo so pharmacy na ebe ho no ko ho obenya bi Madina for Ebekwa Cats Pharmacy, Little George Community 5, our tema of a Little George Chawa and Anope. Kaswa for Beko Jucat Pharmacy. Yes. Edro will be to Minumbi Baundi 12 years. I won't come home. Oba wonyem afrupi banchi de gym on kaho. And a wow ma bano for so on kaho. But apart from that, Obia to Minumbi. Frezo 240-238-310 from Penny for Bejo. So Franco Trading Enterprise, the TV Papa Ba 32 inches, 200 inches. iPhones no swaba, Samsung no swaba, Nokia phones. O phone Nina Bonomesel. Panako perform for Franco Trading Enterprise, chest freezers, washing machine, microwave, blenders, no, abana nebono so ya tete so say for CCTV cameras nina no, ya dibi abantu dibi bo fia, o ejumema o hene ekoso o fie, ompewe na opeden. Ya so 40% discount. Eti bowura Franco Trading Enterprise bia takrade Accra Cape Coast Sunyane bebia bowura hwa ya teso. 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 microwave ni nyina ebi wo ho. Google Play Store kwa betuma download the Franco Trading Enterprise for one more app no Franco Trading app no e wo Google Play Store kwa ho phones a opesa wo order ni nyina obehunu kwan abefa so order ti ebusua for Franco Trading Enterprise there still phones so papa efie eno no ti ko ho na kwaje wo de e bra so say di apomode won komo kakra ye ko Solak Natural Clinic na ye ne menu a ohene babu amabani na na odi ni birthday wono so e won sempa bi enso e de mayenti ye ko Solak fo akache na yinkoti apomudi ho nsem no
na adia ba ko a eneme ne mo ebebedi ho nkomo so serious no aye emema yare bia eta eka won na eku wo mo ba ko aye prostrate yade minia prostrate aye dangerous disease a same mema papa for so many years research ahodo akoso but at the kodia poteno a kofa prostrate no eba no omunim bi mo se prostatitis bisi say but at the kodia poteno a kofa prostrate no eba no omunim enunti aya ye hyese obi biara wanya 35 years ya ekobia no mema wo yo monya 35 years a ekobia no ewo mu a kwayare sabia ne check o prostrate ema wo wudi fo minsumi di fo yankonko check na o prostrate no etumi ekatare junso ni gina mu ana yema ejina mu ana yema junso twa no ensuo ni gina mu ana yema na wo so kodwonso enti obi wo ho a anadwo da esuom baako otumi jonso 20 jonso kano no wanye ne ntem na ne ho asai Solak Natural Clinic na won hesa ya de na ma e very dangerous we ye pani nyame amfafia wo betumi ada jonso we ye pani so twedi apanyame amfafia no buase ye be kam Solak Natural Clinic we would you know and you know to the extent say aye even kokram aye cancer prostate cancer kra nyame nam Dr. Solomon so ebe sawo yade ama ho ato etina da bia me kanfo ma say minia emfa apomden ho eni agro aya na manfo ka say oh ye de ye kwayare sabia kase enu aban de no ampa okọ aban de enu a eye nanso China ehunu se ahwadi a ewo nnua mu no eyade ebo ni padua no enti okọ Chinese hospital a ye sadua wei ni ya sadua wei ni ya sadua wei ni ha ye de good ade mu a ni ya hwie nsuohie no e de agu to ni ya so ni ya de aba ho sagenom because omu wagidie ewo mu se saade no e na ebo ni padua ma ni tumi gira so eti na me no kasai ya kan form say we prostrate and fan ya grobra minim panimfo ba miensa lo mo koso mo kwakoye prostrate cancer oppression omukọ yo mamma biem eti menfa ni agro say eye yade ketua bi wo yo ba ka kire okuru se kwacheke when you 35 years and above even from 30 years upwards bema kona kwacheke Dr. Solomon ebehew ama ho ato ade ba ko bi mu a Dr. Solomon esa ye ho ade pa aye awo wedi ye mane mema nyina obama bi wo ha wono oba tumi siem alright bi wo ha why chochofrocho and what daho. Be ha and soon a wahono and one woman no a was say Wamutumina Wadeno. Woman say Ketwaba Kumpo and I say be a biwa binim bisua biwom nenoso. Your friend low sperm count. It is our bemano. When my bed do and my bed you know. Ebesia. That means same. And no nama money bebre. And one more year in a tear. And one more ma. And so Quadani Yomadia. Minia. Kosolak natural clinic. What? Nakoko Sentia. I want ma. Sister. We would yano. Yes, we for compaibo. Debbie. When you meet to me, you the best way to go. And so because Solak natural clinic. No one can check it. They can't check your pum den the yano. No one say be your right and sana. What you come yesu. Now they can't call yesu ho. Na yesu want to me here. Nem kura for na tia asase way. One be dada wo ni bete wo ni beba honso wa babrewa. No anya bi anto na so. Kosolak natural clinic. A man bi wo ho. One say obabi atu kosia. Otol left and right. Na se kosia no bosome no edura. Na otu kosia no a. Bi wo ha e wo se kosia no beda awodie ne mu. Bi wo ha oba na awodie no ensuo ginam. Etu otu kosia no a kosia no ba na beto ensuo no mu twon. Eto ensuo no mu a sperm no ba entumi fertilize it. Because kosia no e den ensuo. Bi wo ha adeɛ bi aba bɛ sɛ awodie no mu ɛte sɛ kusin no eti kosua no ba instead of sɛ bɛda awodie no mu no na aba bɛtɔ saa adeɛ no so fom ɛda hɔ ɛmpaida na kampɛsɛ minia sɛ wɔ sɛ problem no bia kɔhwɛ Solak natural clinic awoɔ master ɛmaa no bebree ebu wɔn sa wɔn te ya wan kasa obi wɔ ha ne nkɔda brem no one trafako bema we ba pa kase ba wom ketu ba wom wagye ni nyina mene etibu wo ha esunti etwitwi no etititin baabi ema yade kakra betena ho etu bi wo ha wonye wo de pu ache ye ne enemafo ya to ne di white no atran so for so many years what titi enkoda minia sa wo sa tebia ni mu a Solak natural clinic no hell. Every crown and yes, be an wani and an edge mahu. And then you wani and edge mahu. No mum, the coffee say problem when I buy and say. Yenny sika yen yet. If you about continue. When it obi kwa jana bakoso. And a fofian to atan alcotes ayadian. And when I do any madia baby do baby a do a cocodu. Bra, Solak natural clinic what? Finally. And I make for myself kidney and liver. Fako Solak natural clinic. Or be biara ni kidney and liver problem ever hono. Kosolak. When wako kulebu yad what dialysis so. Young country said dialysis no man kodaso. But to come and grab me no tontia. Say we kidney no liver dear. What the other dialysis so cranwa Solak. No one check on her. Found crate nyina kyerɛ we kim ɛyɛ sɛ prostrate wobetu ho anamon ɛyɛ sɛ namu yadeɛ yɛ wanya no wobetu ho anamon no akɔ Solak no akɔgye apomden na aboa wo amu atrase akyɛ Solak kokomlemle wo be Harvard Senior High School no ne number ɔgye so ɛyɛ 0553 932631 0553 932631 TNBM 0553 932631 Oko Komlemle wabe Harvard Senior High School no kwatena na kwaji wapomden na bibia ni a unyame ebesia be ama ode en munyam ni bi ama menso ama mani age
hene ba bo ama benie na hotel nka no so de Solak natural clinic ma yekobo enkomo enso e de free ho ɛwɔ ha da Dwabo Ase dwumadi no yɛtoa dwumadi no so yɛde ama wo no pay ama for messages bebre na ba sound no say yaye ho adwuma Michael Molidi okay I don't know se sana yabodina okay yate guest na kasa gu mu ma ebae Honorable Letitia Pure Love Mensa SA ni MC no ayade okay Honorable MC yene no atwetwe nkomo na wie Sly Tete ana Tilly Tete okay ono so say ni MC and correct pa na Alex AJ and so ebo MC na ba so Paul Amenoso just good morning Ayiko NDC is the future for Ghana MPP never again amanfo bi adwenkyira wo mo ede aba no member of parliament edema omanfo a wono mo ewo eye new Dwabo Ase waye krado ewo ha na yene no ebebo enkomo next for no entrene a wo mo bo amanfo ye aban no eno so ho message se wa ha ba ma mentwetwe nkomo we embra sesi na afi yemfa enkomo bo no ne aka no eye abato commission ho asem na face chief justice ho asem and of course yebeka illegal mining so ho asem wa ha na Medimosis clinic and herbal center eye bia wonomo eya de pa ye yare ahodo a wonomo sade do so pa wo de ane se wo yare a faka ne koho adenta ye wo ho ye ni police aso ene di nhwe ni mo prostate issues ni nyina asiatic malaria STIs won betuma hwe na ye de eduro bia ba friend left kid a ebo liver ne ho ban ni nyina Dr. Prince was ya transia wo de ho nsem ebebre menua akwaba fida na menusia
so ani ehia wo online
Medimosis aso ye boko de doc ho ye ya chia ne mame doc ya chia we na no pay na anope ensempa wo de nam na ebi ni he
you anope me da semetie mechia etie for any ahwefo nyina Medimosis clinic and prostate center said the for name that say eba pomoden mapa Medimosis clinic and prostate center anagana ha anywhere say afana nyina no obia edenani kire say eba prostate health say bema ojonso a emaye ochima sana Johnson aba ojonso na ebia kem de edin ba akopɛ ana edo obia no eno a ene Medimosis enti se bia ye bema na umfie no ekonanim na ojonso na emaye wochim na emaye for any kire Medimosis clinic and prostate center na yenhwe emfa emma obi oho no ma watoto nru anoma na so still na anya de say ne Johnson sem no etimi ekoyie anampo wako hospital say wo man mu nyina so onya emfa na ni enchire Medimosis enti nya de say watimi enya eye ahoto afa eye ne prostate yare no bid by so was prostate nempo de no nim say eni edro because wanu menru nyina wako hospital bia na so no oba Medimosis aye start e man nru no bibia etimi akoyie ede amano nti say wutie me na opapa bi unua bi anasa wo fa bi e prostate ho ohawa afa no ebra Medimosis clinic and prostate center na yentimi enhwe emma no emma bibia enkoyie ma no emma ne so no ye wo ye emma so how e wo ho no moba ya diagnosing of uterine fibroid oba all power oba onya ovarian cyst any form of menstrual issues bia no odi wani ekire Medimosis clinic a ebetimi ahwe aboa ama bibia akoyie ede ama emma yare bia no so no ye hwe e wo ho nye mema nko though prostate no na specialty but then no emma yare bia how bia so no odi wani ebekire Medimosis clinic a ebetimi ahwe aboa ama bibia akoyie ede ama afen so no ye wo enkra pediatric session se bia wo bana yare bi on so de na china na enkwa eno so no oba ye behwe ama ana ye wo maternity oba bi ho no ma wa china opa wo na nyame adom watimi anyinsen one call hospital papa na fe no ye baba ye ama nyinsen ne cramp no watimi enya bibia friends miscarriage Medimosis ye ni saade no ebi ewo honum wode bani ebekire ye maternity services na ye wo gynae specialist ene midwives for a omo no ebehwe ekosise obewo afa ho afa oba na 9 months no emu eden na so no so wunya health facility a ombetimi aboa a direct on how to go a bibia etimi ekoye nti Medimosis clinic uba a dental branch ona ye wo maternity services ɛwɔ hɔ no mu a oba ɛno nso no yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ aboa ama biribia ɛtumi akɔyie ɛde ama ye branches no a dental barrier ana ye head office no ɛwɔ Ofrimadi na odo ani kyerɛ bria dental police station sabenkum so hɔ na no obetumi enyaye ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛhɔ no yɛwɔ dental clinic yɛwɔ 24-hour service yɛwɔ maternity services yɛwɔ ɛyɛ prostate center ne so ɛwɔ hɔ nti bibia ɛfa wa pomuden ho bia no oba yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛde ama wo ɛyɛ tema wɔ ahyama so odo ani bɛkyerɛ ɛgye kojo school for the deaf ɛnkyɛn hɔ na no yɛwɔ another branch ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ nom nti ɛno deɛ bibia ɛfa wa pomuden ho bia no kwa yɛbɛhwɛ ɛwɔ hɔ ɛde ama afei wo ɛyɛ Accra Central ASL building Ministry of Road and Highway hɔ no yɛwɔ another branch ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛhɔ nso no kwa yɛbɛhwɛ aboa ama bibia akɔyɛ Kumasefoɔ ɛnso ɛde omani ɛbɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ ahenema kɔkɔbin na ɔmo nso akɔgye ɔmo ayarehwɛ ɛwɔ hɔ nom afei no sɛ wopɛ sɛ wofrɛ a yɛ Dr. Panyin number no ɛyɛ 0244 068 447 ɛyɛ 0244 068 447 to say bibia how now pese one doctor kasa o pese unya doctor bi na okyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma mu kyerɛ no na ohun ɛkwan a obɛfa so a obetimi treat ɛyɛ problem na how na wafrɛ yɛ Dr. Panyin number no 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 ofra ɛbɛgye ofel so na yɛ ne wo ɛdi enkita ho na onim sɛ apart from clinic na yɛ hwɛ ɛbo amanfo ne so no inro na ye yusu ewo ye facility ho ne ade no eya na obi ho no ma opebi ato na so opebi yusu ansampo na ebi a wetimi ehu kwan obefa so a obeye ne nema se bibi ehaw anase yare bi haw na ope edro wo drugstore bi na ope edro ama ne nye ehia asem se ebeye medimosis edro se yenro no eye wide range first na ye prostacure ne prostacure T ne X ne nkwa eno nkwa na ewo adwama so ba se de amanfo esi agitum se obi enya ɛyɛ retention po anaso obi Johnson sem entimi emaye no fa prostacure T any prostacure X na etimi ebaye no ɛno na abnam so ameye timi atre ya ahyem ɛyɛ other products enso ɛno so ɛyɛ adwuma te sɛ de prostacure no ɛte dada no obi a fa prostacure obi anim sɛ bɛma bi a ɔwɔ Johnson mu ha bɛma bi a ɔchimansa na Johnson na ba bɛma bi a Johnson a entimi emaye no ɛduro ba akopɛ ana ohia ɛno ne prostacure T any prostacure X ɛno nko ani ɛduro a ɛfa prostate ne ho asɛ ofa eno no betimi aboa ama instant relief on say T no eno se ofa e call bloodstream ni straight enti eboa ema eye etimi eye adwuma entem crofo pii ho no mo a ebia na odwonso a ema ba start se ofa prostacure T na afedwonso no asanso a start se eba ebi mu krampo timi nya retention omba ya so ho no mo a ye mo prostacure T no na omu kokko no ma afe na dwonso no a start se eba ebi nso kra ho no ma eye blood ano na how bia ba ho ofa prostacure T na eboa ema blada no etimi biye ema Johnson no etimi ebeye nti so ye bema ana otimi na Johnson ho sem entimi enkoyi a edro ba ko pe na ohia fa hye otim se open medimosis prostacure T any prostacure X capsules no eno no ebetimi aboa eyiwa free eye Johnson mu how bia ho afei so no yewo eye Femacure X eno eye emma edro woye oba ubunsa emeye woye oba ubunsa moja no emeye anampo otiyaw anampo no ya diagnosis se wo bibia friend se ovarian cyst anase bia unkosua no ohaw bia ba ho ntimi ma unkosua no ento ye edro ahia no eye Femacure X medimosis Femacure X eno no eye emedra eboa with eye menstrual issues and hormonal issues also oba se obebunsa obenyinsen obewo ne ade a ni na no bibia wo nipadua ni my friend say hormones and be kyerɛw sɛ bia ebrewe ye adru no ɛwɔ sɛ onkosua no etimi to ebrewe ye adru no ɛwɔ sɛ sɛbi otimi ebu nsa anapo sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ nneɛma we etimi ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ nipadua nim but empempi no ɛma ne pii no ɛtanya bibia friend say hormonal imbalance a sign sɛ de ye nnuane bi a ye di a sign ye ne ye bi a ye enuro bi a ɛyɛ a ye totɔ no nom no ni na no etimi nam so ɛma yenya ɛyɛ hormonal imbalance ni bi medimosis Femacure X no because a natural base ninti no eno no eboa o natural hormones no ema no etimi edine dwuma yie ye hormone ni bia eno na eboa esiesi eye oma enkosua no ba bia e wo definite amount of X but busumi bia no e wo se etimi mature na de amateur pa no e release Femacure X no eno no beboa e increase your follicle stimulating hormone no levels se de be ya nkosua no ahoden ebetimi abamu yie na fe luteinizing hormone na eno no beboa acoso ovulation and as e benam so ama nkosua na to no drew time e wo se nkosua ne to nso a aboa ma luteinizing hormones ne levels no etimi akoyie na afei ama nkosua na to baby your hot man nkosua ne timi eye matured alright but then no ontimi ovulate into be se bosomi beso no ontimi emunensa anapo no obenya sporting kakra bi moja no etimi emaye ni na no hormonal imbalance no na enam so a ede saa ohaw no eba Femacure X no eno ewo ho se ebeyi saa ohaw no ede afiri so ama bibia etimi akoyie ede amao afei so no se wo yoba na sebi watenka ewo mrem enem ekofom a edra ohia no medmosis Femacure X no eno betimi ebusti watenka no ama bibia akoyie ede amao afei yewo Afromosis ana Medi Plus shene so se eno memedro for male vitality enti bema na ho den sem ewo from bema sebi oni obehia sesia na wegem no edra ohia no Afromosis ana Medi Plus nromienu na eno no de ne se wo ye bema no ho den no sebi entimi emma ne musu yie o mema sem no entimi enkoyi edra ohia no Afromosis but obi ohon man ne de entimi man musu but oni oba ne share within 1 minute 2 minutes na sebi ne ho asane no but bema so de wo se utimi edi agro yie ema bibia etimi ekoye enti Medi Plus edin no Medi Plus eno no ebeboa ama bibia etimi akoye edi amount unya bi ekọ drugstore bia obetimi enya bi na also no wetimi edi plus ama bibia akoye edi amount edura ohia no Medmosis Afromosis ana afi no Medi Plus eno no ebeboa with male vitality na ma hoden mapa etimi aba efie honom ama enije akoye ewo fie honom afi so no ye garlic capsules eno no and your friend say Medmosis garlic capsules eno nko ane garlic edura ye de cinnamon ahye ne den de de cinnamon no ahye ne den no ene say cinnamon no ebeboa ama garlic ni mu nupa no wetimi enya ye nyina nim say garlic no eboa with circulation eboa ma untnenim ebiebie ema moja etimi de afrusane ye nti obi o hypertension obi o diabetes obi a moja entimi enni mo afrusane obi a ne circulation ho atechima no ade say Medmosis garlic capsules no eno ewo ho say ebeboa no ana fe foforo kra ye de aba no your friend Medmosis Live Kid eno no dia ne say eboa with liver conditions say bia ya diagnose you of hepatitis and I say ya diagnose you of any liver condition no edura wo hia no Medmosis Live Kid obi ohonuma osori ana ne ho keka no obi ohonuma tembia na as na ni no so aye yellow obi ohonuma na ne bofno no aso ye bibi kakra no abre na ye bibi kakra na kuma airborne tentem so no problem wo liver ne ho a eno ne symptoms a etoda utimi ehu because liver no eno no ewo say yi niema edi free omogenim especially bilirubin ye nyina nim say red blood cells no 120 days bia no ewu ema foforo ba nti ewu ana release bilirubin no say we liver no entimi enyi bilirubin no free omogenim a time bia no ebewo omogenim na ekoso itching ede amount to obi ohodum a wasesa ne sam na wasesa ne nsuo odidware wasesa support odidware ne ade nyina so still na odware a ne ho bekeka ne saa ebetimi aba say liver no ana problem ewo huntie ama bilirubin no accumulate ewo omogenim no timi saa dermatological issue no ebro ti uma osaka Medmosis Live Kid ni bia eno no ebetimi aboa saa echini na ede afri ho no mama ho na ekeka no bibia etimi akoye ede ama afen so obi a diagnosing of hepatitis B emo ano eba omoja ni ma de omu yen se omu affect liver no nti wo se otimi nya edura eno no bebo liver ne ho ban se de be ya emo ano entimi konko attack liver no because omu wo nipadua ni ma liver no na be attack no nti u treat hepatitis no wo se otimi nya edro so a eno no ebebo liver ne ho ban edro a ohia no a Medmosis Live Kid obi so hold ma alcoholic liver se bi wano mun sama yesin sai twa ne photo de ye ka sen twa photo de pa chen se a start se affect liver no nti dead physically wo nipadua nim etu be so ama wo yefunu ayekutu wo yefunu na ayekutu no yensuo na akwa gina oyem de friend say ascites no eno na enam so ana ama wo yefunu no ayekutu ana afi no liver no so na ye the biggest internal organ ana say nipadua na kwa na ewo mu no eno ne kesepa ewom eti se ohaw ba ho na kese a it means say ebema oyefunu no kese eti mausanka Medmosis Live Kid no say de be ya ebetimi aboa liver no ama bibia etimi akoyie edi amount drugstore bia obeko bia no obetimi enya bi nroni na no obetimi enya bi o drugstore bia Prostacure T eno for Mema Johnson how any Prostacure X no Bema Johnson a emaye no eno na dro no Femacure no for menstrual issues or ba obunisa emmeye ne emma hormonal issues no Femacare no treatini na anafe no Afromosis ne Mediplus male vitality Medigale capsules no for blood circulation anafe Medmosis lift kit no for liver conditions enti no nyina no drugs to bia obetimi enye bi opedodo a na obetimi edwani akyere ya so honum ye head office no ewo Adenta barrier ufri madina odwani kyere Adenta police station sabenkum so a obenya ye ewo honum temane ashamas no yewo ejay kojo school for the deaf enchen hona obetimi enya ye ewo honum afen so no wo Accra Central ASL building Ministry of Road and Highway honum so no ye honum kumasen so ahinima kokobin ana obetimi enya ye Dr. Penny number enna me de air to j tise wo how bia ofra doctor ne obedin komo ama bibia koye number no 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 eno any Dr. Penny number no ofra ye bejo fel so ama bibia etimi akoye ede amao
medase
miss medase
ukwa ye che obia why na no mama no so that's why.
Okay.
Dr. Prince was saying that from Medimosis Heba Clinic and Hospital and what's in Kano. MTN 7 Kajo say, oh, your bout here, Mrs. Yeah, what started Juma Buja be a warrior. MTN say, woman who senior will say hustle. Now they are cheering you up, say, and one more day MTN Juma Pa, but just for you. It's more than a bundle. It's your new business bestie. Until with that special data na MTN Jumapano. Wababwa pa na fe what my friend or customers ni suppliers ni OBS or friend bia ne ode beye internet so nyina ye de ma. Ye de MTN Jumapano ma no so na ye boa so ama insurance ama a protective business no. We ye man kwa de we be ma won ka ho boa ye mfa ma. Star 5060 hash. Entino we oba na sa wo ye business a. This is the chance we be call MTN. So ni MTN sema wadaroma call MTN service shop bia na say MTN for akachi bia be on ekoto sim no 10 Ghana cedis pe kwa for Ghana card ka ho na onso bra MTN adwumakuo no na say MTN abusuakuo no star 5060 hash MTN adwuma powering women in business into eno so no pay mecha fridge e wa ha say fridge no meche na ni nyina ne say mensa aka no yeah na mensa kana no pay wo bo star 274 hash na what choose option 2 a power jackpot no option 2 e ho na wo be choose ticket ba ko be 10 series twani bebre na wo a wo be di fridge no ene ya wo ba betam wade akọ na school fridge no last week some de kiremo last week me che food processor no ene fridge ena me de eche nti adawroma onso bra be ka draw no ho we use MTN and as a telecell emrani ni so onso be ka draw no star 274 hash now what choose option 2 power jackpot twa bi sesie yo na betuma di fridge ade ede se mfa oni bebi a free udi a de be maka na wono mo de abrew wo akra han so obeba XYZ fidue mu ha na wa ba beje fridge no fe ene Friday jackpot ayeye mensaka promo star 274 hash ticket no 10 Ghana cedis inti twa bebre the more na wu twa no na won o stand the chance no say won so obewi ne fridge no inti mentwa ba ko na menja twa mienu miensa 9 twa 100 cedis no 10 ticket no your wild ni twa na won so obetumi adi bafu me port 10 o'clock ya na ye draw no nipo obewi ne no me ne be kasa you can also win the fridge star 274 hash option 2 no what choose power jackpot na o choose power jackpot na auto ticket na ya betie free momo no so o use MTN ana telecell e pe na obetumi ababeka draw ne ho telecell MTN pe twane sesie ye twa ho aba ye ba honorable atenase ye ba ko new edu bia se wa asante bantemu ye ba sesie
yefemna na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na ato na twetweme binya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa edunu asa miracle bi wadru no jese mafunu pra se di sia twini anka se me humi esi so se me humi ani esi so obeka se di obibi hye me so bi no
na ye normal ni be fine ku ti pa mi sa ri desi ni e do na ga de nyanko ko di ayi bi ahodi ti ma yi ti nya sam ke to ana se we de metro aka so na me fa nse me nkwana
me de abe pa se 3 years ni ana asemi gina wa me ne mo ti sunya se me kwa me de na ko bi amu so much me dru ta ba 6 years ni o tema ti am ye ma di se ne me jana ta ya le ne nku mi preko ene 4 day ana me koto 3 garlic minister di tema me kase yanku ko ni yam se ende ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me mpese
3P garlic mystery ubenya bi wo memu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e wo 02489288824 and 020100002.
I hereby declare 1st of July of every year as Ghana's official National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving.
Where are you going with all this?
The president just made 1st July a National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving, and I'm preparing in advance.
I mean, we're all going as a family, but you seem overly excited.
Yes, I am, because this is the day to pray for Ghana's peace, wisdom for our leaders, strength for our youth, and prosperity for every Ghanaian.
So, what if you are not a Christian or a Muslim?
Then you pray to the God you believe in.
The theme is Reflect, Reset and Renew for National Prosperity. Venue for Christian service is the forecourt of the State House at 8 a.m, followed by the Muslim service at the National Mosque Kanda at 12:30 p.m. These services will also be held simultaneously in all regions across the country.
Hajia, have you heard the news?
1st July, National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. We are represented.
A Champion Junction, a Honewo, Araba Bazen to the rescue, a man in a Bebu Monsa, Asumjemo.
I go do party and invite DJ
Agbozo Heba Clinic 7 Kancho say ne be ma osisi mo ayemre enemu yare bi na etete wa bra ya so e betumi abo Agbozo Heba Clinic there was here enemu nsem nko a na wodi enti oba also feelings ateko enye normal bia se de Nyankopon bo nipa no nyini du mpanyi fie so a ese onya sa atenka nti wonya bia na ese wo yare ko Agbozo Heba Clinic e betumi abo na ya bo ama weduru ama ho ato be ma ade san na washada pia bonten baba na ayirada na wabe moa ho sa akotare wo no ho because untumi mu adwuma Agbozo Heba Clinic so obe reset usisi mu ama ya wakwashima ya ba himfie no eno achi temafo ya be kotama community 25 Savannah Junction hwa pe ya ne Def Traco Estate no ne hwe ni mo 0557 402696 0557-402-696 and that's 0241-750-282 and every Friday as a man for Bekofi Akojo Menino Unkwa Point Jumana Waka Kurum Agbozo Heba Clinic Betima Boama Wanto Honorable Adams Tenase na wono eneye mrashebedweni edema manfo wono mo ewo eye new edubiase Honorable Adams Abdul Salam, our MP for New Edubiase on the ticket of the NDC. The second term I work on Honorable Akwaba. Bibia Boko. Nice. Me ho ye pa. Na wakasa gu mic no se na be ya ate na yenya challenge be with our sound no. Nti kasa gu mic no ma. Na constituency Boko there.
Constituency Boko. Say Edi kan. Me find chance no kon en fama me constituency for.
Okay.
Omuhu me hache.
Okay.
After election, this is the first time me ba hanom.
All right.
And na yekoso aka omo say adwumadi omode en e ba parliament na yeguso ayedi.
Okay.
Say yeto abawie ne yentimi nye thank you to. And aya na omubisa honorable da be ne beba ene ade ne yetwen se yebe ye DC no. Na ye nyina ya ka bom na yaba. Said ye be ya yebetimi I synchronize ye development agenda no enko ba se MP nam ha no mo na DC nam ha oko communities no mu so a normally na ya asem kro na enti de pese ye twen enti nyame ya adoma parliament ye be kwa recess.
Okay.
Nyame ya adoma first week of August.
Okay.
Enti ye kwa by 10th na ya shase.
Na my mo thank you to.
Ye engagement no. Everybody and friend thank you to a friend community engagement.
Oh, okay.
Say second time I'm de mai was here kwani ekobu akonta kakra e chiro parliament the parliament na generally the aban so fortunately is here ye ne wa aban mu nti de enuoma aban ne ye na aboama mpuntuo aba constituency no mu no ni nyina na was yetimi be di ho nkomo e de e chiro and I think say after the second meeting no it's a right time the bit with the start discussion so that time so ne third quarter mo near third quarter mo aye fourth quarter mo
exactly
na chese ade bi aban ne ye bia no konem pempen so ano nti udi nkomo a obetimi adi nkomo ne ye asinipi nti I think say it will be the right time to engage.
Okay. All right. It is abia o kase oni omo ebekwa ko engage them. Me sure say new edubiase ne potem. Amount for TV XYZ so they will bear with you say enche o bana wa ba beboa amanaye. Aban yi baye. Okay, but before that there committee so now.
Me was local government.
Local government.
My local government since I'm about parliament.
Since I'm about parliament 2021.
2021.
Okay.
And maybe several committee on sports so.
Okay.
Between last year, I think August till say parliament and the year.
Okay.
And me buy side me alcohol to me what your friend say.
Local government.
Local government and sports.
And sports.
And I'm a standing committee of finance.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. And then now about local government ones and some there say minister Iba Mwana mube some questions I draw about decentralization. Kwanya ye first wa boama mpuntu na down to the people. Say wo mube hu se mpuntu na ba. Enti my starting from free hono. Say mpuntu no ebe back to the grassroots no. I think say one you wodwuma yi anka omoyi MPP for free or ma obaye no nka yensan to also. So I think say you are doing something good over the years eba mpuntu because new Edubiase constituency no do ho eye sebi nkuru nketo anodoso ho
close to 400
yes. Over 400 communities.
Yes, into me and untina metono mintimi chassis tembia me pebiano because you need 2 months to do proper engagement.
Hey, any campaign there any obre.
Yes, me bre pa. Uhumi ana ma yesa wana ya pepa. Ode hwe me amasafo.
Hey, 400 communities.
And you need about 2 months and so wait me a proper
community engagement.
I say enkane no before say me ba be parliamentary candidate no. Na you were about 120 polling stations. Na me predecessors no see ye campaign and as ye engagement ye polling stations no but we say polling station no wa ha e won finfin na enkuru be ye 10 etwa omu ho ahia nti mostly say oko polling station ho no na the likelihood ne say ebe wo no ma other communities nketo na etwa polling station no ho ahia no ebia wo hene no ne mpinifo kakra bi ne timi ba nti na ma engagement no enheda enko form so we ye campaign kra wa asama wo ka no ebi o no mo nipa na wo reach o mo no because say won communities ni nyina na wo gina police station ho nti no na ma say won sam na hyedan kofo nti you decide say ekuro bia nipa wo ho bia no e was say ye campaign a ye ko ho and beyond that say ye campaign ni we ni ye engagement and as ye thank you to e was say yetimi eduru ba bia nti ye adios tax but I think say no na eboa because mostly say ye che nyoma na me buy me wo che wo common fan na initially no o de call enkura kese no mu nko a na aka enkuro nketua no nti wo be hu say time bia no na ama friction e wo sa nkuro no ene nkuro nketua na omo wo omo nje na akwaye say o so omo ba MP ba mo nkan ya asem ma yen na mo nko asa iron sheet no de be ba na maje cement no de be ba no maje se nsuo ne de be ba na ya ba but ye sha say ye call down to all the communities Abuwa masisi at least most of these communities udru honum na wo hwe o masiti na mu a enye obi kura na be ka cho say konkran na ko pensuo na fa bre wo
okay
enti me first term ensuo boreholes mechanized ones any baby of ankane any engineer dey pump so over 41 your friend is boreholes and most of them echo communities are ordinarily nanka MPB ankra anko ho.
Hey,
yes.
Omo na ka kire wo.
Se wo ko wa hu. Wo beduru ho no makọ se nsuo omo nom na dia ba bisi ho. Se ono abogi na num bi. So yes, say yeah engagement na ayana ebro, but I think say that is the essence of your friend is especially decentralization. Emma, you bring your friends a governance to the doorsteps of Obia. Now, Koba say, as a go for more bigger communities, no one, your friend is saying, Omunya the opportunity to engage. Yes. And generally, say, Ebano, your friend is a decentralization. Any how I empower your friend is a local assemblies now, your local government committees. No, we kept telling them. Mekaina minister, local government minister, no kind of committee, no. Or every time when he gets the opportunity, or catch Romo Charlie, the way mu treaty district assemblies, no, it will affect you because there be an example of the man say in 2016, part of the reason why NDC perform the way I perform here, I did lose election, no, was because of the lack of attention and near farmer district assemblies. No.
Common fund no bo se na kem.
I think that it till now common fund still I did your friend is a fourth quarter car.
For last year.
Almost the fourth quarter car. Assemblies no they are virtually non-existent. Your committee no so we visited most of the assemblies. If we have Okrah DC no ni ho.
What too kind.
Oh just say we free office on
because she ni
ho no mo. So around that time, na MPC and I can say in the last 4 years, I'm a MP. No, I did more. Your friend is a development than the district assembly, any central government.
Na say na ban no at that time no entine ni nkonkrum ketwa ni nkurasi mpuntu so.
They will not have lost the way I lose you know. So I say even me nyina na you optimistic say President Mahama be win, but obi enu ha odwene say your friend is more than 80 seats.
Na gab no so.
Yes. And because a honor development, you know, a chassis. Yes, with district assemblies na. And umbetimi akwa your friend is saying umbekwa kutimi akutunsuo. Ediama communities omuhi.
Umbetimi akwa KVIP.
Umbetimi akwa KVIP. Umbetimi akwa kusi school. Umbetimi akwa kusi chip compound. Umbetimi akwa enwuma ehia se disaster sia. Umbetimi aboa your friend is saying the communities, you know, with relief items. But some of these things for 4 years. For 4 years, and then so friends and new Biase. Now Oko share now Connie see you more contact. The last 4 years, I did district assembly in here. There's virtually nothing. So I say Nuti and ye buy President Mahama finance minister. I imagine say common fund, no. It was primarily your friend is saying instituted. Say ye de what district assemblies no.
Okay.
And yes say ye GSC no your revenue every quarter. Sika bia ebeji bia no. Yemfa I think in the act no 7%. But the MPP for by say tamani ene wo ho no na before 2016 no. Before 2017 na President Mahama e the 7% no ene echo. But omo buy omba bete so e the by 5%. 5% no so kra no.
Eno so enenko.
Enti President Mahama sika no so say ba say yenya tuama district assembly na enti ndɛ okɔ many of the your friend is a district in mo a obo say projects e wo ho no common fund ena eye omo ye project no so na your friend is district assembly na wo ho no kra odim kra say ye project bi wo ho ye tena kra common fund secretariat ho na ya award contract e dey ama your friend say contract e se ko ne kusi court e wonu adu bi ase.
Na DC kra ni mo hwe.
DC you enti sika ni nyina ya centralize sika no. Nkran ha no mo. And just imagine say in a quarter. Now we come district assembly be 200,000, 400,000.
Then a bit me.
I wa bra 3 unit classroom block. More than your friend is saying sika no. Enti ene minim say enche your friend is saying mbesha say at this I release this sika no.
Man penny say by the close of the year will be able to manage about 25 million.
Yes, 80% of sika no. You see farmer district assemblies no. Now omufanya adwuma because your munti and a common fan and a sika no so no se wuja no Accra ha no mo a the impact I was say e make you on the ground so no. Enya dia your friend is saying your district no any your municipal your friend is saying assemblies no ombenya sa impact anything na nde President Mahama any your friend is saying finance minister I say yemfa over 80% of the money and me ho new Dwabo Ase afi mu nko a you bet me to nsuo be 21.
Wow.
You bet me see 6 unit classroom block. You bet me see 3 unit classroom block. You bet me see a friend say KVIP. Any the keka ho. Legacy projects. Over me constituency there are over 23 projects school with dying toilet facilities any community centers almost has o manwi. Yentimi anye kra na you bet my mu be 6 this year. Until next year 6 within the 4 years and by the time 4 years in end no. Now when it comes to your friend is saying the empowerment of the district assemblies, any metropolitan assemblies, and I think say we are on course.
Okay,
we are on course to your friend is saying bringing development to the people, and so the best sustain and I'm sure say DC is ne omo you omo no so no. Your friend is saying, you should scan judiciously in a way, better by name.
Okay, when the DC warn you Dwabo Ase collaboration, it's saying in terms of say projects, because Finance Minister Dr. Kisel ato forcing Eddie Ebe2 just say Sikane ba Oma earmark say yemfa percentage we nko yemfa bi nko some projects are buying that are starting ya yemwie yemfa bi nko finish na yemfa bi nso enko si chip compound na ade mo collaboration it is saying, and will the people also feel say mo ye wo mo adwuma na dia mo na
I think say finance minister or yeah statement and he didn't mince words. I said just so say you be accountability. Now yet me use scanner for the purposes in here this scanner ban. And you know the guidelines in the buy.
Okay.
And so yeah this year scanner never could try a car. DC now we try mono or body go ho.
Ade
yenka say
e kada ho.
O e kada bebre. Na Ghana ha institution ben endika. Institutions from A to Z obia de ka ya boka gu ho no mo.
Eno de yinim say normal but e ka no ni mudro te saying.
Oh, yani ya ho de per your friend is saying document per the reporter DC de mame no. Ya keka over 1 million. They cover over 1 million Ghana cedis.
No Dwabo Ase assembly.
No Dwabo Ase assembly nko.
There no more.
And your man so idea. I mean, just say you give them better particulars the better because any money be ho no mo you see this kai a odwene ho a onti ase. So onti ase. Enti so we this year, I think say your work is cut out for you. Yeah, guidelines amount. Yes, is canon. 25%. Fashion legacy projects. You say for 10% air sanitation. You say for 20% your friend is saying education. You say for your friend is saying a move 15%. Enti me fan is for 15% no legacy project. Fashion friend is saying issue water project.
Okay.
So what you say? Enti say sikane ba and idea ba kwa ye wo ho ne say you see at the entire common funding releases can work say assembly be and work plan embra.
Okay.
And this what the work plan ba na ya say in sync with guidelines finance minister and the buy and san you releases can
at the amount.
Sana
na tie free tetenana.
Oh there be
it you free say we mum ebebo ana.
Of course. I mean the say sa your friend is a policy we say and transform it yen districts na. Then I mean minim at the full be betimi they transform a friend is a district because we free say if you are coming from a district na just your friend is a year ago na quarter be a man be 400,000 na and me district be a menya be to your friend is saying 4 million Ghana cedis. I think say it should make a lot of difference. South here and minim and untina yes this guidelines number to guide your friend is saying the DCs and yasan so say MPs no after every quarter MPs and omode your friend is a report ebeba e dia koma your friend e dia bre your friend is a DACF no ma hwe say sika na ye de ma your friend is a district assembly no adwuma ye ka so omon fanye guidelines na ye de ma omo no adwuma no omudi so e de ye adwuma no nti there will be a lot of checks and balances as far as your friend is saying DC is any MPs no adwuma ekoso and the other thing so say yema DC ni bi no na MP no so yema kakra ye poni DC ni de ho kakra
de amount also there you projects
kakra enti wo hwe DC ni say wo de ni de be ye adwuma na DC ni so hwe say wo so de aye de amount no wo so wo de ye de wo say wo de enti definitely this will bring about development and said this year if you're able to go by your friend said the work planner adwuma ye be in this year nko ano it will be maybe twice the MPPF in 4 years. Yes, because MPP by Oman Tunsio 21. Yen ye be Tunsio, Afimu ye be Tunsio baku 21. Wow. Oman see 6 unit classroom block in the last 4 years. Baby, Afi ye be see 2 6 unit classroom blocks. Ye be see 3 unit classroom block. Ye be see 2 toilet facilities. Omudi omuye nyina kan wurem.
I see.
And I don't think say Bibia or Honomoa a bit more transform your friend is saying your district in the a chain the steps I taking.
2024 time anamo born to our Ghana for and Samana or more catcher money say. One cousin who said not development name by banana for a disca. Now what kind of one some say that assembly or now see project do or crowd cause the choir crowd join one won't say accountability no. More yet than the afa DC na no wo ho no a friend is a financial accountant I don't even know the term Sankro no DFO district finance officer more ye wo mo den mo betwe omo ama o ma ba be yi ano because Ghana for so expect say sa part no so mo be play ano pay say tia de bia o mba ama for bisa ye nti accountability ne da ben o
I think say so opa ban or share or waba in the first few months what say your friends are committed to accountability and it's obeshe say go for omo yama omo di omo so in whatever capacity omo be accounting to adwuma omo ye ya em say ya ban we say em say we transition kra na President Mahama ST Ora team no and me sure say reporter Ora team no e dey come Attorney General no be cut across so it is here untimi emfa 6 months account for for stewardship for 4 years enwie and you who say Attorney General ashase from Signal Bureau e dey aba be National Service yeguso a ye koyenim timi say ebedru honom obi ani honom a eni say yema obi afa Ghana one city credit
district ni na ebedru
I can't say for sure the Attorney General edru honom but when him say as a member of parliament maybe I made make me expose the rot so it is here
right
me ni prosecutorial your friend powers I mean sure say we will stay true to your friend is saying your promise so obi a wadi o man sika wafa kwan bone so edi o man sika bia na e was say you bringing it to book and me sure say bia afi nkwa wie no you be who the extent of the investigation Attorney General any your friend is saying the security agencies no any the extent omo pese omo ko na ya hwe say be duru your friend is saying district assembly hono because hono na bone course pa because sika kakra ye de mom sika no na so ba sika no say de bi omo ba I'm say we say you say your friend say yakọ conference conference na conference no bo say sika ka common fund ni revenue kakra omo ji wa assembly hono no na conferences any meetings ni ade no nko ateki about a chunk of your friend is saying sika no na omo ba na omo sire say parliament any minister nkasa na finance minister mo sika kakra na ye de mamu na de na mo de ye few assemblies and e be ba obo say musika kakra omanya no omode eye your friend is saying projects most of the assemblies so meba ni sika kakra de be momo no insɛ so mbe use no omode aye nneoma ebebua ma development aba no obo say na nneoma omode nneoma your friend is sika sika nneoma se bi esu nimfaso and omode sika no ntimi ye sure say ye beduru ho no and when the time comes ye nyina I was say yeboa na nneoma ye nyina ye hu ewo ye districts no ye district assemblies ho ene nioma omo ye ya ensem fatai wo say ye expose no I was say nyina ye support ye friend is saying the appropriate authorities no na omo boa na ye sanitize system nti minim say ye bedru ho.
Okay. Honorable Adams Abdul Salam and what's in Kano Wayamra Sebedweni di ma manfo a wono ewo new Dwabo Ase ewa Santeman Temo. Wono no kire kwan MPP for buy wo mo fa so de amamu no ekoye but amanfo bebre na se wono mo epe eye adwuma ewo ha message we free Sly o se o hwe ewo Kumase o se mimbisa o se Romisa will be Jumadi na Ashanti region. Kamea say Ashanti region is becoming the headquarters of Galamsey. Na New Dwabo Ase is also one of the districts. That menace is happening. What are you doing about that?
Say the Galamsey issue. The truth is a very thorny issue. Say Galamsey and Shasi when I became MP, I was New Dwabo Ase.
Okay.
Me baby MP. I think one of the first your friend is saying things I mean here was to visit those sites. So I say.
Okay.
But you be who say the problem no is deep rooted. It's deeper than many people think. Say just for and no free baby and our New Dwabo Ase be our back treso. And as our your friend is saying. Atrebuana and Wabeshe Prano baby and Oye Galamsey no. Usually when they come, a community for na they lead you to those sites. Because so and so Babe Galamsey when we be as only maybe a new Dwabo Ase could be a friend Atrebuana.
Debbie.
Winnie Marco Treso.
Debbie.
Winnie Mafiaso. Debbie. Until Uba be dry him for a Dobacco Hono.
A crew of
one. Ubetimako Krubi so Aqua ye Juma. Krum high for no home, and even MPs. We are not obligated as a local community beer, also Kokushia or Henny and Sana or Henna Malpine. I'm why the upper campaign up so ye, from home. But so far, a need you, would you need a quadding? Echo Mamma, your friend is any MPs. Now, while we a friend is a ho, Uba. Ubet Mako Henny Hornum, Ubet Mako Aqua Shade, you must say. A friend is saying, ewo obi krum ewa bra wo nhia ahem fo no enti and beyond that emrante omoye adwuma ewo those Galamsey sites no most of them apart from the technical people omo na ehwese adwuma no senior machines ni senior be operating most of them indigenous nipa omo free your friend is saying ekrom ho no so what you say enti yes Galamsey na be because na saying so what's ya regional minister Emma ombe operations so honomo Emma yes excavators ni machines champagne machines no bebre ede ekoy
almost Saturday bia so still yes, na
but still what's say obekwa akotofoforo ede aye your friend is saying ede abanti me de bia de me kan say ubetu Galamsey Ase e was say wo hwe ni root cause de ma Galamsey no ejihini ewo sa communities na ye ba be
ekom adwuma eni ho ekoma ede nkofo winia se me sori na se mini adwuma ye na obi ba na wo se obra na beboa me ne yenya adwuma se wo wi a mema usika wo de beto aduane adi a se no keke kra no your friends e be motivate me mama kwa akoye adwuma exactly
enti that's where we should look at it from enti no yes minim say your friend is saying aban take steps ye de behwe na omo ye small scale mining behwe na omaye no kwan paso e wa bra omo mfa ensay your friend is saying oman any nsase any forest any your forest no ne ade but at the same time so be fighting Galamsey like I said there was also create a lot of opportunities
job creation
Emma your friend is say emrantie wo mo ho no but the biggest problem and I'll say it here ya handful no
sir
yes the biggest problem handful like I said obi ani ho no mo beba obi kuro ma wonkonko ho handful because asase no handful no hold them in trust
for the people
so what you say ohini ama okwan say your friend is saying waba brabe saying na koye Galamsey there are areas Galamsey for na ba several times but because say ahemfo no ni assemblyman o ho no mo no omo so omo mpini ni nti no ene omunsu ye wo ho no me intact omo forest e wo ho e intact so what you say enti ye nyina ye beboa your friend is saying policies are bind beba say ye moa na ye mfa ntu galamsey ase ne ye nyina ye beboa but the root causes of your friend is saying the reasons in the root causes and I say the enti ama galamsey na agi hini no ene enioma me bobosi enti we have to address them from there aban betima ye bibia with the water guards blue water guards with the soldier for ntimi ma metene no edubia se for your friend is say 2 months omo ba ntimi for mo ma me go for 2 months omo ba mo beko omo kwa galamsey for no be ba mo ba be hu ahemfo no so what you say and I was say you create alternative your friend is say livelihood your friend is saying routes Emma your mrant ye no edubia se friend is saying equiafo farming and the backbone of your local economy. So what you say national apprenticeship program ye be or say you say mranti omo was areas no you be encourage omo no omo di omo ho agim adwumawura I was say you encourage omo no omo di omo ho agim locally ye ne ankasa nso ye ne oma ye I was say you encouraging nkofo no omo di omo ho agim
why you so ho
that those are the only ways if you take your friend is saying mranti no from the site omo ama your friends galamsey and Chinese ni na waba no ontimi nya ana mrante no kra na beba be pam omo their communities are oma resist galamseyers e wo me constituency so what you say their community oma resist galamseyers ebi so ho no mo omo ba omo na be kire omo say mo mbese na mo ye de na ye nkwa ha no mo baby omo resist is because empenifo bi wo ho no mo a omo at least bibi kakra wo mo say mo timi boa your friend is
emabunu
no omo ho no and it's a one solve your friend is the unemployment situation now we will fight they be aban beko the story will be the same
but in reality so call galamsey areas obi eton fufu obeko obewo fufu no ofie na watwetwa gu pan mu obaye ne nkwan no the across sites obeba na okura sika ebia 2000 3000 enti ono no okona de bia onya bi no emrante no so beko de bia ombepon no oba okura 300 Ghana 400 de bi 1000 na nipa sa na okase wonjai na wonko national apprenticeship program by dia ba okwa kosua tiling na na se carpenter adwuma na se okwa kosua mason adwuma no mo se mo bema allowance there but what they compare ni ono okọ galamsey site awonya na it is nothing good to write home about because no ye bibi ketwa so how do we get them to believe say ewom say hono kwa wonya ska batenya de papa your health kwaye yensuo wo say no ne ade ba de brabesu adwuma papa we no mom ebema decent money. Yes. How do we get them to understand? Well, say,
I think it will take a lot of education. So I say, somehow okay, me I'm a FCB, me baby MP. A few guys are now me here campaign on mobile me pa. Yes, okay. We the be mean to me police man, mean to me soldier man because you were a friend in opposition. And then our person here, me person who be sure juma, say I me sure juma. Then question juma. Some of them granite week be me momo stipends. Me momo bibi kakra. Say je never support to honom ne kwa. By the end of the day, oko be 6 months. No we jaba beti ne fie. So what I say. But na nipa na obe wie no, no what galamsey ase. And I say or call betting shop because I know I
quick money.
So what I say. But some rant here now muja ya omo kwata na betting ase ni ade. And the betting shop na won we di biase kra no. You closing it down.
Are they?
So what I say. So it would take for whatever reasons.
Okay.
The betting company has shut it down. And it would take a lot of education to let Mranti na you person engage you in this national apprenticeship program and the other initiatives are you taking. More motias say galamsey site na a short term. So because you want go for galamsey for mobile new biase 4 years. On the omoko recycle omoko na we yaba enti enje sustainable so what I say so I was say your mam rant here no tia here we say so you just don't stamp a policy on them go for without letting them know the war policy no mu e de ema wo so it's important say your mam rant here no atia here say wo pe bibi e sustainable e be boa wo e ma dachi wo so watimi abo bra wo pesa wo bona e was say wunya bibia over rely on in terms of adwuma nti very very important. It will take a lot of education, and I agree with you. Say it will be difficult. Say abranti a wono wo galamsey site a de bia obefia de bia e bia 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Aka chenso wonya na o metena faako na wonsua welding sai bia be a year and I said
2 years
and sana wetimi aba be your friends. But then national apprenticeship program na that's no kwam say omo conceive idea no ehu sa problems we say what the branch no kona say okosua de na say come de na adwuma be and nti na say at a regular interval no ye be more allowances yen ka say ye do akosha adwuma no wan kasa nso koto machine ye be provided the amount
aban the amount
who say usually no they say oh okay mato machine amount wan kasa ko na kokosua adwuma no wodi machine na esifie so what I say no nti na ye de say incentives no aka ho
okay.
But that alone ain't enough. We need to educate them and let them know say galamsey will be higher than say we koye galamsey na menya 100 million at once. Was quick money.
Yeah, quick money.
So what I say nti was the education ka ho na ye mo ti ase say I mean you can rely on galamsey even campaigns no mo no kra na at some point omo they run into your friend is saying issues ye nimu nkofo a omaye mine na enne se bi omu nhwe enti wa wo kwa akoye your friend is wo kwa akọbo omo keke de e say wo say wo benya opportunity e de ahwe bibi ama watimi aye your friend is saying dachi watimi awanka so watimi abibie wadwuma na wire and we need to have role models so what you say ye wo mu ye community no mu a omo sha ase free baby enne enam say omunya abotrenti no omo baby omo one. So like I said, no, it will take a lot of public education.
Okay. Public education now who ye be there?
Oh, say you roll it out your friend is saying program no. Program now. I mean say I shall say registration. We have to take this your friend is saying beneficiaries, you know, into some proper orientation.
Wa ya say no pa.
Niemo mu hu say your friend is saying your man sika na ye de eba be ye say adwuma no. Nti say wo kona say wugaya wa say obi opportunity e bia na obi tifie anso no so afi na wo wa ba gina wugaya wa say obi nso your friends obi ni chance.
Some munya kwan be fa so monitor the progress of that project.
Yes, definitely.
Say bia ombe district coordinators na omonso sorry a omon nam amanfo na wono a register omono so se na be ya ombe tumi ehu emre no but asem we de waba he mema wakan bi ba ma menkan me messages ne kakra positive change at the free Medina no the by or see the change we voted for is indeed a change of hope, liberation and freedom. In fact, Ghana is now witnessing the true second independence under the second coming of President John Dramani Mahama, and the freedom Ghana is enjoying now. It's going to take the elephant party 99 years plus in opposition to regain its credibility after destroying this country beyond repairs. Okay, Kweku Mensah was say, I think Parliament should enact laws to stop the nurses from going on strike like the fire service and other government agencies. Anyway, MP Waha. Adams Jania Alale say Adams the man of the people of New Dubias and say o constituent ni be enso edie enono awode abama menko question ba ko bi so e wa ha say but nurse for na omo strike no health committee ni de ene omo kasa ni ade ama for say nka yemfa mramra say nka nurse for omo ntumi nko strike. Do you agree?
I think say okay, beboa. So you need to me enact your friend is saying legislation ebehwe na aketele sanioma. I mean you can make your demands. But say obia say or cost strike 24 hours enipa 24 betimi awudie.
Yeah.
I was say ye pekwan ebefa so a ye de ebehwe na ye de asi hu kwan. I mean mo demands are mo making could be valid. Mo agitations any the NTA ebi a mo pesa mo call strike and I say mo make those demands ni nyina could be valid, but say uja wadwuma 24 hours na say nkofo me maame e ya record hospital na so betimi ewu a I was say to a very large extent omo nyina omo ye sensitive.
Okay,
so what you say
okay.
And ye kan nyina so ne ye agi aban say you be engage your friend is saying be engage you properly na the bit me aye the amount minim say demands no would put your friend is saying the budget of gear to say the finance minister ama yati ase no but I will say nurses no e put human face to your friend is saying the omoye no because the last time minim say you encountered there but minim say a lot of people lost their lives because of a strike you know so it will be a very good step says you bet me your friend is hanya legislation about banning nurses any doctors from going on strike I think saying but almost when they said that's the only way they can get the attention of
the government.
So we have to find alternatives. Alternative ways are engage government than strike.
Okay. We every Reverend Father Ignatius James Yawamponsa ho ewa chim ntronai and our day about see the peace of God be with you. With the greatest respect, kindly permit me to make a special appeal to your media house in view of the unfortunate death of several Ghanaians caused by a recent strike of Ghana Registered Nurses Association. Permit me to use your great platform to appeal to Parliament to enact a law to turn all the Agenda 111 hospitals into national security hospitals, where all workers will be people selected from various security agencies. In other words, more security personnel should be trained to work in the said hospitals so as to prevent Ghanaians from dying due to strikes of medical personnel in our current state hospital. Thank you. And Reverend Father Ignatius James Yaw Amponsa Acheman Tronai and all the way by. What do you think about that?
Well, it will take a government policy to do that. So yes, right now your priority should be how are you be mass agenda your friends say 111 hospitals no. Ebe ba into fruition. You be who say ye wie na ye the doctors agum na omo eye adwuma aserve your friends say yen call for but that's to say yen turning into your friends say national security hospitals. It will take a government policy. Yes.
Okay, Mate, since you are not on the health committee,
I'm not on the health committee, but then your focus right now should be how you be VSA projects. No?
Yeah.
So yes, yes.
Sir,
auditing.
I can't say more
yes.
Or more
auditing.
No, yes. After that, no government.
You be auditing the way. Na yetimi ama hospitals no.
Okay.
Your friend is saying ye na yama hospitals no eye adwuma.
Okay.
No more 7 call for. I mean at a later time, na say health minister any your friend is interior minister come with boom no more say that's the need your friend say security services no ewo na say yen translate those your friend is saying yen translate those hospitals and you know your friend is saying security agencies are I mean the fact say yes, 37 military hospital.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the most important thing is you be project.
Okay.
Okay.
Abdul Salam Adams, honorable member of parliament at the Manu Dubiase. Yeah, point komoto chena no ma memfa asadakese emfa ma mega cash lucky box a one more and so etaye mega cash lucky box no ya be star 426 star 5 hash e phone no so be select yeah station na obebo no na was select one lucky box we select here na fi what you have 5 Ghana cedis per every umomo no so we there all networks Airtel Tigo Telecel MTN nene keke ka ho nyina obetumi atwa bi ewo so enche ye be ye grand draw no pa na eno so amanfo atumi di up to 500,000 Ghana cedis. Yes, you heard me right. Enti we utwa ntema na watumi di star 426 star 5 hash choose so and option 2 no now select PlayStation option 3 no and also bet select one lucky box out of 6 exciting options no na fe wa input in number of tickets are water na ofe omomo no ebema prompt na wabo o password and as a pin code no e dey ahye ho na fe won so watumi atwa bi na obedi no e peken kran e no di ya ho na won saka enti adawro ma no pay won so betumi e de won so ho ahye yes a dronum and so e be hola severe back clinic say when I say atatai breast lamp stroke and bo won kaya na say wa wadamfo bi wabusuani bi ne fa jojo sa fa ne bra ye de duro kana obenante kama pa oba hola sevia heba clinic dia na se ho ne de sa ne ma ne de o de ba de fast wo ho beto sisi ya de obi otena se ontumi nsori biom na afi ne sisi ache no asthma why na say asthma ne duro asthma we duro ko hola sevia herbal clinic. Menstrual disorders yabehwe na ya pe eduro nso de amount na sexual weakness be ma wo ba ni nyina no oduru ha yebetumi aboa na ya ma weduro yedo kapa ntibra na beje eduro no pe ye wa Simon ye ne Access Bank no eni di nhwani mu wa Simon nti afie nyafo chopolifo na fe do yumu tema eje kojo na fe lash bi mu nyina momra mo mesa mo ho yare e wo hola Sevia Herbal Clinic ye na ma ne 0576656658 057665658 enchiremu bia opebia no Dr. Ekrado CCA freno 05766566658 owo assignment obeko na wakwa akwhwe na bibia so atumi akonkan frage no ya de che hwan na ebefa ye mensa ka promo no MTN and Vodafone for users monya wild na montwa bi CCA na 10 nabo Okay. And star 274 hash, star 274 hash. Number 2 power jackpot. Option 2 no power jackpot. E hona wu choose. Se see ye ba be draw no nti twane ntem e bia na ade no apeke o number no. Star 274 hash. Telecel any MTN. Ho na obetumi etwa na so watumi akọ wenim kama party take it na 10 Ghana series eti court na kwotwa ode now fe so fridge no obetumi adibi happy birthday nkoma Emmanuel Nete wo IT department wa ha yima na Friday ya do birthday de mum pension fancy na mum fantwa no Emmanuel Nete happy birthday going out to you yima bodwese ne di ba kwa for the friend no happy birthday to you happy birthday to Martin Darlington and so obia okay through the chain menu and won so birthday through the chain menu and your birthday way if you want raffle any free banner say if we virgin san ho you where Dr. Lawson oh nice through the chain menu Dr. Lawson chain eba no okay hey doc anyway happy birthday through the Yakopon kan hopa we free adwumayfo ni nyina mo loss in heba for and I dey buy Martin Darlington and so Martin Darlington say Martin o kire ma dey pen okay anyway happy birthday going out to you Martin Darlington nyamen kan ho wo dey Ghana o kire Ghana baby nyamen kan ho na tembia o ma o traveling messages all the time happy birthday Martin Darlington birthdays nasa asa honorable yeko na yakoi asema odi jaw constituency ne Ghana fo a wono to abama NDC a wo mo se wo mo hwe mo se mbebo na governance no akoyi ya be kan say ya do Piesie Ase ne omo support I think say wo hwe generally the goodwill for abino any president no still no was ro na you hope say betimi sustain goodwill no through your friend is saying policy interventions ebeboa ema Ghana for ahochiro mo fam the last 8 years no so atidi amom enne so wo hwa inflation friend is say free 23% e dey about 20% friend is say nyoma boa na ayedin no nyina so this is the first time in our history ban bia ba yese nyoma ankosoro name no yet nyoma so and the fuel na 1 liter 17 your friend is saying cedis no and swati and number 11 I hope say a bit me aba for my aba be 10 and I say 9 cd na TTC na your friend is saying it depreciate ya ema dollar no kokodru be 17 no and cd no and then I'm 10.5 and 11 any other I mean san nyoma we say and ebeboa ama aban no nani so ade hunu a wo no watimi amano adaji enti yenim se yekoye nim no nyoma beba form ema Ghana fo ho ahenha wo mo krono a na ekoso no so ni nyina no megidi se sesia no so atwa aban ba yi 6 months ni there has been no scandal menim say ministers no ebo mo ho body and 4 years no kwa wie de na
my MPP4 atena opposition biom na o masa atena ho biom asa nso atena ho biom.
Okay, kwesi chumasi ese ohwe wo boase ose ofiliu pa se ne wosidi adwuma no eye no ose oya de draw no na eye no mesaka no 112 bi no ye che fridge no star 274 hash no na ye draw no eti wa number e be pick wo number no na say wo na fridge no wadie meka se muntwa wa ntwa no wa ye ho 0241236 numbers na kan ye de say 0241236 three numbers na kan dey say ti wa utwa bia o number no eye 0241236 ni ekeka ka ho ne de na utie ye wadi fridge no pepepe e wa ha no abo ye da se pass utumi ebeka ye ho obi di fridge no mo frɛ no na me ne nka say obi di fridge no 0241236 the number no first 1 2 3 4 5 6 okay ti first 6 numbers no no 0241 236 nipa krono mo frɛ na on fa ntem na ye ne no embo enkomo na yenko yanim adan anyway 0241 236 ono ena wa wi ne fridge no mensa aka ye grand draw ene no fridge ena ye cheye eti fridge na ya che no ne owini ye no nti obara TVXYZ ta ababefa o fridge no isia obia mfa oda ha bra befa na yentwa ye picture now so ntu hunti congratulations to nipa corona o use sa number no where the fridge bra TVXYZ ta woni ha nso a ye be frew ye frew a bebe a wo no woni akra ha ye de ade no so ebe sene wo ho ye de obi asese otumi ehwe yen ema ye di dwumadi enso ye de bre wo ye da team ni nyina se Emmanuel Owusu na ni team Ella ene ne keka kan enko obrempo desmo so wa ya Elvis Ashite na Francis mu nyina Ralph ne nkrofo ye damase sponsors ni nyina ye damase me di Piesie Okrah boys prefer chief tankers honorable without constituency. Have a beautiful weekend. Yame boy besa shia Dwada. Enjoy yourselves.